Since as a child, we've running wild in a confined space. You're not too bad, 'cause you're not the same. Get on the case. Please sheep, you are the odd one now. Please sheep. Misfit, freak that's on the street. Hello, hello, where can you go? On the Danny G. What's happening, Quimba? Bless, Quimba, bless. Whoo, take a deep breath. Great to see you are the odd one now. Fact notification, Gabby. Look at his shiny head. It's like a billiard ball. Jimmy White tried to pot that, Gav. That's what someone said to me the other day. There was some corking comments. Tony Kelly, I meant to say, he was in earlier on. Wait till he comes in. Remember this one, Gav? He had a hat like this as well, didn't he, the lead singer? Crazy behaviour, guys, crazy behaviour. Misfit, freak that's on the street. Anyone who was listening earlier on and thought the sound was shit, that was my fault. I wasn't using my super duper Radio 1 microphone. What it was, I got a new webcam and it's got a microphone on it. 4 actually, mate, 4. I was careful, mate. I can't have a repeat of that other one. Not right at the start, anyway. Oh, there you go. Tank's in the house. Big up the tank. Go on, the German tank. Oh, I've already had them, mate. Outside in the freezing cold, bro. Got Storm Darragh, however it is, Darragh. Please fire your soul. It's got a bit of YFD coming up. Who remembers YFD? And he hasn't been seen for a few years, you know. In a few years, man. Three years ago it was when he made his last. I remember that there. We'll have one more Curiosity Killed the Cat and then we'll have a bit of YFD. Don't know where the co-host is, like. Anyone can jump up if they want to jump up. What we'll be doing. If you want to jump up,
before I start the YFD, and I'll just be stopping it now and again. We'll have a little chat about it and whatever, just whatever you want, man. Straight back down to earth. And if we want to talk about YouTube, talk about YouTube. Anything you want, man. Four heavy drugs, like, you know, power talks. Remember them blowbacks? Remember blowbacks, Randall? Not the blowbacks you're thinking of. The blowbacks with a split. You know where you put the burnt end in your mouth, trying not to burn your tongue, and then I don't know which is the worst though, like the sucking bit or the blowy bit, like, because they're both dangerous, like, you know what I mean? Word must have got about that Whitey, Randy. We'll see if we can get Northern Clippers, you know, see if we can get on his channel. Everyone's waiting for the latest on Scotty G, see where he is tonight. On Scotty Watch, we'll have a Scotty Watch later on. Up to the minute news. Anyone who laughs at Randy will be humiliated. Anyone who encourages Randy is a total batty. What's the score in the Man U game anyway? It was 1s each. Crazy behaviour everywhere. Oh, rising blowback. What's a rising blowback when it's at home? Like, is that a Brummy thing, is it? Here they are, the Richard and Judy of YouTube. There's Richard, and there's Judy. Three to Forest, never in this world. PJ and Duncan. Randy, you calling King and Amanda the PJ and Duncan of YouTube? It's a little bit naughty, that, like. A little bit naughty. Oh, mate. Them buckets, they're no good for you, them, bro. They're no good for you, man. Don't take me down for nothing. Yeah, so we're going to watch a bit of this YFD, yeah. You know, just that start. I can remember that start. And let's do a little mic.
On this one, Tom? On this phone? Message this phone? Sorry, can you hear us? Sorry, mate.
Yeah, man. Can now. Yeah, did anyone notice the sound early on? Was it a bit shit? Like, not up to the normal Radio 1 standard that it normally is? Did you notice? Okay. Oh, he's gone. He's done one already. He's got... That's that storm, that. Where he lives, you know. Straight back down to earth, there's never gonna be rain. I suppose it saves time though, doesn't it? In fact, saves you making joints all night, doesn't it? Yo, he's winding me up now, and he Jaggy's in the house. Big up there, Jaggy. Jaggy, do you remember your favourite demon? Want to hang about, mate, and you will soon remember him. So what he did, he what would you call it? He just to be fair, I mean, to be honest though, it is easy when you're editing. If you spend hours editing something like what he did, you can make it a lot more interesting, can't you? You know what I mean?
I hear you now, right. Sorry, I couldn't fucking hear you. My fucking earphones weren't working.
Hey, did you not notice earlier on, was my sound a bit shit?
Was the last live?
Yeah.
You were a bit, it's like you had your fucking volume up too loud or something, when it like breaks a little bit, breaks up a little bit.
So what's it sound like now? Is it clear now? Because I've got
It's loads better, man.
I've got 4 microphones. You know what happened on the last one? I plugged that webcam in. It's got a microphone on it, so I was using that microphone, not me posh one. Didn't realise.
I was all right. It was all right. You weren't the best. You didn't sound as clear as you did now, like.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you're watching videos, you need to pause it before you speak.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you kind of hear you, like I'm talking and you kind of hear me, like you're saying something I'm saying, I'm not kind of hear you. I've got to comment in the chat.
So let me do a little check here, right? So
check 1, 2.
Right at this minute, I'm looking at my screen, right, and I've got me and you on the left-hand side, and I've got the YFD sharing most of the screen. I've got Jaggy on the bottom, right? So what happens, right, when I do so look, has the screen changed?
No.
Right. So I can go and look in other stuff. Like I can pause and turn the sound down and up and mute it. So you're saying when I want to say something, I mute.
I mute the video or pause the video. It'd be better if you paused it.
Yeah, is that what everyone else does? Is that what everyone else does when they do it? Like,
or the turn, more or less, or the. I don't know. It might just be me who kind of hear you talk over the top of it, like.
So
it might just be me. I don't know.
Yeah, there must be. If you don't put your camera on, it's easier because I'd forget that they had my camera on. You know what I mean? Like, because I can't see the screen now. But we'll get there in the end. You know what I mean? But in the middle of making a video about you, you got bored. Anyone who laughs at him is in. Oh, look at these laughing at him. When I've already warned them. I said anyone who laughs or encourages Randy is getting it. See you, Jimmy.
See you, Jimmy.
Have you been round long? Do you know YFD, mate?
Moon, aka the Northern Monk.
So what is it? What he's doing, King? What is his channel about? What's that? What he's doing in these videos? What would you call it?
Who was talking about?
YFD.
It's a comedy in it. He's just giving his own perspective on what he sees and his opinion on what he sees in a funny way.
But so a lot of editing's gone into it, hasn't it? Like, because he knows when to edit. That's what makes it popular, though, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot of work on it, like in his videos. It takes a while.
That's why he only did so many, I think. That's why he only done.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I haven't seen this for 3 years, I'll be honest, and I've only seen it once. This one about Danny G. Can you remember any of it?
Not really. Not really.
So what we'll do, right? We'll play it, and then we'll stop it. We'll stop it down again and have a little chat about it or whatever. Or if you want to chip in, I'll just pause it. You know what I mean? But we will let it run for a little bit. I've explained who he is for anyone who doesn't know. This was from 3 years ago, and this fella, he sort of blew up, didn't he? I don't know.
He did. He got a lot of.
Did he get up? Do you know?
He's not on there.
So he was only out for a while, and he did blow up. And if he turned up now, you would say he'd probably be the biggest thing on YouTube in this community now. Wouldn't you say?
When would I? Can you remember when he used to go on the panels and that? When he was on panels before he made videos?
Yeah.
He was
and I had
always
a
a
look
funny
on his
fellow.
channel. He only ever did 3 live streams.
Yeah. But he used to go on fighting trolls, didn't he, a lot?
Is that where he turned up first? Like,
Yeah, fighting trolls and Uncle Cheers and that. Yeah, he was about like in all that section. Can you remember?
no, it
I
will
don't
come
think he
back.
did.
It will come back.
He never put. He never put his camera on or nothing. Though when he was on, you know what I mean. Never wore mask and out.
Oh, right. So the mask thing. Was he still called your favorite demon though in the chat when he come on panel?
Yeah. You're off your demon on. Yeah.
So he already had the mask, but he never put it on when he went on panels.
Nah, he just had his camera off. Never put his camera on at all.
Mad that, like, I can't remember that. I'd have to see a few of them. Like, what's happening, Clint? I'd have to see a few of them. I wonder if there's any clips of them about when he went on panel and stuff.
Is Fighting Trolls lives must still look like as he took all them down.
Who's?
Fighting Trolls from years ago.
I don't know. I haven't had a look like for a while.
I thought they left them up like
it would be fine, did it? Wouldn't it?
And now you have to come back like 3.5, 4 years, like.
Right, should we give it a whack then? Get straight into it, mate. I've had 6 power talks. I've had 6 power talks.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling all right at the minute. I honestly was scared though, mate. When I was having it, I was thinking, oh no, like back in the day, you do something that makes you sick, you're a bit scared of doing it again, aren't you?
I've never been like what you were off weed since I've been about 12 or something. I don't actually have. But when I was in hospital, when I was in the coma, obviously I didn't smoke weed then, and for about a month afterwards, I didn't smoke weed. So all in total, I didn't smoke weed for about 3 months. And then I got injected off me feet, and I smoked in my bed. Honestly, how I thought I was dying. Honestly, you hear about people phoning ambulances and say time stopped.
Yeah.
Time stopped. That's what I could have done. Like, the time has stopped. I felt like I was lying in bed for like hours, like a minute. I was like, what?
So you'll be able to relate. You'll be able to know what Baz's feeling like then, won't you, really? So
I was buzzing. Man, I know. Like, I got these. I couldn't sleep. I went through a bit. I had normally gone through a bit insomnia. Sometimes it flares, sometimes it doesn't. And this lad, he said, "Oh, I've got 2 tablets. I can't remember what they were called, right?" So he says, "Hey, yeah." He said, "Take one on the night, get to bed, have a good night's sleep." The right knee bother. So I ran myself a hot bath and I had a couple of joints down the bath, took this tablet. Right? Within about 15 minutes, I couldn't get out the bath, And eventually got me. I got these sons to come and get out the bath for us to bed and that. Anyway, the next day I took it again. Honestly, out like just while it's like going in here. Like, it's all right at first, then you feel a bit tired, and then your whole body's paralyzed. Like, I couldn't have, like gateway drug or something. It's what they give patients that's going down for surgery.
How do you even fit in a bath? Your ankles must be hanging over the edge of the bath, are they?
I normally put my feet in between the tops, like.
Say you're a big fella, right? Say you're someone like Baz, right? And you're like 20 clem or 18, 19 stone.
Showers, I've got to admit that one of my mates isn't for in the bath, like. Ain't not for in the bath. Yeah, he's got a shower, like.
I was going to say,
I was 22 stone or something. I was a big lad, like, but I still in the bath. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
No, man.
See, I said that before, Amanda, about that story when we used to go to Macmillan, used to go to Tall Trees, and used to see people getting kicked out who were like absolutely monged, and you'd be like, oh, that's how I want to be when I get in there. I'll pay anything. That is Jaggy. This is TNK, mate, or TNQ, whichever way.
Jaggy.
Also known as Steve King.
The King.
Steve the King. I honestly didn't even know that was your name, mate, till a few weeks ago.
I
Seen Steve the King in chats and stuff, but I didn't know it was you.
I've not seen that staking. That's a mod for Danny J. You've not seen that one. I wonder who that one is.
Yeah, I have now. But I still think there's a lot of people on here. If you went in the chat as Steve King, who wouldn't know it was you.
Oh, yeah, I've just been in chat circuit with the nice me.
What, did you tell them? Did someone grass you?
No, I tell them because that's one of Danny G's mods was in. I called him a grass, and he was going to help me with grass. So I had to tell him who it was. You know, that's
There's
scrambling.
one up, Randy, my little princess of the north. That can go on the list.
Little prick. Randy's. Let me say about Randy. Fucking hell, man. He supports the Leeds and he lives on the south coast. Oh,
And he's grew a pair of balls, hasn't he?
but it's not like he's in the Navy or anything, so he doesn't have to live there. So it's a choice. So he chooses to be gay. It's like, you know.
Exactly. And there is pictures of him in a sailor suit. I'm going to get
Yeah,
hold of
it's
them.
like, so not even his sailor suit. I had the trousers around the ankles. So I heard like.
He never thought we'd get hold of that one of him in that Y cardigan with his boyfriend, but I got it. Wasn't easy, and they had to pay a bit of money for it, but you know, just keep your eyes open for that one, Randy, in the full sailor suit on a night out as well, I think it was. Just a normal night out, not a fancy dress or anything.
I Randy likes it like that. Like, he definitely likes it like that.
Right, here we go then. So we'll let it run. We'll let the YFD run, and we'll chip in whenever we feel like it. Yeah, if we have to.
Yeah.
Right. So look, I was trying to be dead professional there. It just didn't work. You know, it tells if it's loud enough as well, mate.
Yeah, mate.
What's going on, people? It's your boy YFD, your favorite demon, and I'm back again. I just want to thank everybody for the love and support that they've been showing, and we're nearly at 3,000 subscribers. It is crazy, but enough of that. Welcome back to another episode of The Breakdown, and on today's episode is none other than boy Danny G from Smethwick, Birmingham. I don't want to get into too much because we're going to get into that into the video, so with that being said, let's get into the video.
Demon tap.
You have a fight on the road, your job is to incapacitate that man as fast as you can.
I would agree with Danny, to an extent anyway.
There is no playing about. I hear this all the time. Well, you know something, I'll let the geese hit me first.
No, I don't think you should let anybody hit you first, but if there's another way around it, then maybe you should look at your options.
What? What happens if the geese is like Mike Tyson?
Then you are f***ed, mate. If he's like Mike Tyson, I'm going to sleep.
And he hits you once and you go to sleep.
Then you're asleep.
What about that one? You don't let nobody hit you first. Are you f***ing mental?
I don't think they're mental. Just some people ain't aggressors like that. And if there is another way to resolve a situation without having to hit anybody first, I would suggest that you do that.
You hit them first every time.
Not every time, Danny, but most of the time. I'll give you that.
Listen, they start with you and you know it's going to be a fight. You always throw the first punch.
Now that I can agree with. If you know it's going to be a fight and there is no way to resolve the situation other than throw hands, then yes, you should throw the first punch.
You always end it as fast as you can.
Yeah, seems like good advice at the minute.
There's no tittle-tattle. There's no dancing around each other. It's just bang, 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 whack, bang, off.
It doesn't work like that all the time, Danny, but you're funny. I'll give you that. Carry on.
That's the way you're going to be. That's the way you're going to be in life. If you're out on the road and somebody comes text for a dickhead, yeah, give me your f***ing shit. What do you mean give me your shit? Tell me that.
What was that? What was that? What was that?
This is classic Danny.
Was that you reenacting how you would bite someone in the throat? Listen, don't be biting no one's throat, people. If you're in an altercation, that's the last thing you want to do is bite someone's throat. But carry on, Danny.
I'm telling you, open. You don't about. It's an instant switch.
Not everyone has that switch, though, Danny. Some people just ain't natural aggressors.
You're walking down the road, you're in a good mood, you're whistling to yourself, you're singing songs.
walking down the road, whistling to yourself, singing songs. That has got to be one mighty good day for you to be doing that.
Geezer threatened you, you tear his arms off.
What? You tear his arms off? How do you do that? How are you supposed to physically and literally tear someone's arms off? I would love for you to explain that to me, Danny. Please, mate.
You just tear them off.
No, you don't just tear them off. It doesn't work like that. You just tear them off.
No about. You tear them off.
You don't tear people's arms off, Danny. What kind of nonsense advice is this that you're giving out? Not only is it damn near nearly physically impossible to tear someone's arms off for the average person, but you don't tear people's arms off. See, this is where me and him don't agree anymore at the minute. You don't tear people's arms off. That's not what you go around doing if you get into an altercation. Sorry, Danny, mate, but you don't do that.
And you train for long enough, and you train hard enough, so you can tear them off.
No, Danny, no amount of training in this world, as I said before, it's almost physically impossible to tear someone's arms off. So that right there is my friend. That is probably the worst advice you could give someone. But keep going.
Wanna be hard, men? Not even a picture? Do me a fucking favour. I'm gonna knock you out, Danny G.
Please refrain from telling Danny you're going to knock him out. You can see this guy's not well.
You ain't knocking shit out, mates. Because fighting me ain't like any other fight you've ever had in your life, mate.
I would agree, because you seem like a selected lunatic the way you carry on.
You think I'm fucking gassing?
A little bit, I do. In some of the stuff you said already, yeah, I think there's a bit of gas there, mate.
I am gonna try and get hold of your eyeballs and pull them at your head, son.
Well, that's extremely violent, isn't it, Danny? I don't think just having a normal tear-up, you should be pulling people's eyeballs out their head. But again, crack on.
If these teeth get onto your throat, I'm gonna rip it out.
This guy's trying to commit murder. The advice he's giving some of these young people watching him, he's going to get them to catch a murder charge. Biting people's throats out because they're having an altercation. Get a grip, Danny, mate. Sounds good. It does sound good, but that's not the reality of life. Not how it goes. I'm starting to sense you do a lot of things for shock value.
You think it's a joke? And you've seen how strong I am?
But we haven't really seen how strong you are. We've seen you do a few training and a few crazy things like shouting wild things into a camera, turning on your rage, turning off your rage at the click of a finger. And that's about it. Oh, we've seen you punch air, but we haven't really seen how strong you are.
You watch me train?
I've actually seen some of your training videos and they're not all that, to be honest. I give you credit though for trying. God loves a tryer, but they weren't that great, in my honest opinion. Let's just say I don't think I'll be ringing you for some self-defense lessons.
You really want these hands put on you?
I don't think they do.
Are you fucking stupid? Oh, well, I'll tell you what. I'll come to your house with 10 geezers. Then I'll bring out my sword and my shields, man.
Oh my God. This guy's not well. He's not well. You're going to bring out a sword and a shield for 10 men. Really? You might poke or cut one or two of them. Then you're going to get weighed in if they all rush at you. I hope people don't take him serious with this sort of advice that he's giving out, because it is not good advice at the minute.
Okay. What you've got to remember here, right, is that this is all based on stuff he done years ago, isn't it?
Aye. This is when he first come on and that.
Yeah, it would be good to see him doing one about stuff he's done in the last few years. Well, like, you know, his golf and stuff as well. I bet he'd be
exactly. That's why you should never see a one and done in it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He comes back. He's got plenty to do anyway, hasn't he?
Oh, he was just a little bit worried. He didn't take any of Danny's videos off YouTube. He took them all off TikTok because he was a little bit worried that Danny would strike him there. So,
was there any feedback from Danny about this? Like, did he hate him, or did they ever get in touch, or was there any back and forth?
I don't think so, no. Nah, I don't think so. I never ever heard Danny even acknowledge it, like.
Really?
I never heard Danny ever. He doesn't know, like the more he says my name, the more I clip him, you know. That's the way it is. That's why he never said my name for ages. And then he said it, so I started clipping him again, and then he said it the other day, and he thinks I haven't got it, but it's there, you know what I mean? I've got it.
It just slips out, man. Like, you're on his brain, and he's dreaming about you.
Right. Oh, man, he was in his car.
You saying you're going to come out your house with a sword and a shield in 2021 to 10 people, that sounds a bit stupid, if I'm honest. But carry on.
It'd be like 15th century, fucking 1066, Battle of Hastings for your ass.
I don't really think it would.
I'll cut your heads off.
You won't though, Danny, will you? I don't believe you will. I hope you wouldn't anyway. And if you did cut someone's head off, you are never getting out of prison again. It would be the last head you cut off. But like I said, it sounds good. A lot of this at the minute is just seeming like he knows what he's doing. This is like shock value, innit? You say something outlandish, crazy, wild, and it gets the attention of people. That's what I mean by shock value, because it's not every day you hear some nut job saying, I'm going to cut heads off and bite eyeballs and throats out. And that's what I mean by shock value. I hope I'm making sense.
Idiots. Fucking idiots. You're going to come and do this. You ain't doing... No, you ain't doing it. Because I'm more of a man. Do you know something? What dribbles down my leg after a whack is more than what you will ever be.
Well, that's a bit vile and extreme, isn't it, Danny? I'm not really sure where you're going with this, if I'm honest. I'm pretty sure there's better ways to explain how much less of someone is compared to yourself than stuff coming down your leg. But again, it's your story, so I'll let you tell it. Crack on.
Come here. Come.
I'm coming.
Come closer. Come closer.
I'm getting as close as I can at the minute.
Come closer. Come closer. Come closer.
I don't think I can get any more closer, Danny, if I'm honest. Can you just spit it out?
Come closer. Come closer. Come closer.
I just told you I can't get any closer.
Come, Smethwick, ask for Danny G. I'll come out and I will sing happy birthday to you.
For real? Is this how he says happy birthday to me?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, fucking Jake.
Nah, this guy needs to chill out, man.
Happy birthday to you. Hip hip Valhalla.
Hip hip Valhalla. What the fuck is going on?
Hip hip Valhalla. Hip hip Valhalla.
Can you imagine being his neighbor or living in a house with him? His complaints must be through the roof. What the actual fuck? Who does that? Who screams like this in their house? This is what I'm saying. It's shock value, man.
Hope you have a fantastic day, my friend.
He's going to have a bit more than a fantastic day with someone screaming at him like that, any Danny?
What I'm trying to teach you now is something totally different. Yeah? It's something totally different.
Go on then. Show me something different you're trying to teach us.
So, yeah, you can have your good dad, but when aggression is needed,
I've already seen this is going to be a whole lot of laughing. There's not a lot to say about this guy. He is off his rocker. Oh my God. And this guy teaches self-defense. Daddy, man, you got to chill out, son. You're going to burst a blood vessel reacting like that all the time, man.
That's when you have to apply the aggression. And you are trying to disable that man and him up as quick as you can. So get him. Elbow. Temple.
Right, so a million elbows to the temple. What else?
Knockout. Might kill him. It's up to you how much jail time you want to do.
Really? Really? Listen, anybody, any young adult watching this guy, young child, young adult, whoever's watching this guy and looks up to him, fair enough, crack on. But listen to me very carefully. Do not take this guy's advice. You might kill him. It depends on how much time you want to do. No, Danny, that is not the advice you want to be giving out to people watching you. Nobody wants to do jail time. And you should know that yourself, man. Come on, man. I'm losing a little bit of respect for you here, man. No issue with you teaching people how to fight or whatever it is you think you're doing. Not that I agree with it. But no issue with that. You can't be saying to people, do this, you might kill them, depending on how much time you want to do. Come on, man. Come on, Danny. That's no good. Grow up, man. Get a grip, son.
Johnny, right? Bang, hook. Eye socket shattered.
Again, I can only laugh at some of the stuff this guy's doing. He's lost. He's lost. All these things he's doing is based on him assuming how someone else is going to react. What if they try to do these moves and it doesn't break their eye socket? What about that one?
No.
What if someone's fighting back? It's easy to throw punches when nothing is throwing punches back. It's easy to show someone how to fight when they're not in a
Jaggy, these two people have a paddle. There's me and Mill.
I know it's Jaggy a bit confused there, Jag. Still, what's happening?
He's getting
So we've got all
Celtics
these
son.
things on the panel with us, mate. But I'm now, because of my new laptop, I've been can share the screen, mate. Look, watch this. So at the minute, that's full screen, yeah. But if I go like that, there's me and the Northern King. Me with my camera on.
And me without mine on.
That's sorted now, Jag. Yeah, what I'm noticing about this, well, because it's the first time I've watched it in 3 years, it's how long do you think he'd been watching Danny G before he did this? How long do you think he's like known of him?
He's watched a bit, like, and he's definitely watched a bit. He's definitely watched, because Danny
years.
hasn't been around that long. Danny hasn't been around that long though when your favourite demon done this. He'd only been around a year, maybe a year and a half. Yeah,
Yeah, because he
you know what I
is
mean.
being quite nice about. He's being quite. He's
He is.
not.
He's respectful. He's respectful in
Yeah,
the mall, like. You
yeah,
know
that's
what I mean.
the word. Yeah, he's taking the piss, but he's not doing it like in the way that I
Exactly.
thought he was.
He wouldn't. He wouldn't do it like I would just say you're a fucking like I do in my videos. You know what I mean? I give me opinion in my videos, but he's polite about it's
Like
adds to the
even
comedy of it.
he's cutting the swearing out, and he bleeping some of the swearing off as
Yeah,
well. But here we go.
Helps with the monetization, doesn't it?
Here we go.
Fight, and they're doing it, like I said, against Finn fucking Air. Half of these things he's saying, I'm telling you, it's not going to work the way he expects it to work or the way he's saying it's going to work. I can tell you that much.
Shattered. No eye socket left.
Yeah, if someone lets you just repeatedly elbow them in the eye socket continuously, then they probably won't have an eye socket left. But that's what I'm saying. Who is going to let somebody do that to them? Because I know I'm not. The moment you throw one elbow, I'm going to be fighting back. And I'm pretty sure 90% of people would as well. So what happens when you throw an elbow at someone and it's not as hard as you thought in your mind it would be and it doesn't do nothing to them? You're banging trouble, mate. But carry on, Danny.
If the geezer gets hold of you in leg lock, bite his ribs out.
Bite his ribs out. This guy is wild, man. Don't be biting people's ribs out, people. Not that you physically can anyway, biting someone's ribs out of their body. This guy's gone, man.
If the geezer gets you in like a rear naked choke, headbutt him, as he goes back, turn around, grab his head, pin his head back, throat out.
Yeah, like I said before, man, all of that sounds good. Shock value and all that sounds wicked, fantastic, sounds cute. But he's basing all of this on thin air. On someone that's not doing nothing back. They're just allowed.
Danny's actually like he's believing this as well when he's telling us, you know.
Danny does, man. That's what it is. He lies that much. I think he does believe it. Like
the way you expect it to go, the way he's describing it will. 90%, I guarantee you that.
Do you know what I mean? Trust me on that.
No, Danny, I don't think they should trust you on that.
That's all I'm trying to teach you all. Yeah? How to defend yourself on road.
As I said, and I'm probably going to keep saying throughout this video, yeah, it works against something that's not hitting you back or attacking you back. I would actually love to see Danny in some sort of sparring or some fights or anything like that. Because I don't actually think you can actually have it the way you think you can. That's my personal opinion. It's not a call out. It's not a disrespect. I'm allowed my opinion. It's not a fact. We know there's a lot of sensitive Sallys out there that don't like people's opinions.
We're never going to see that, are we, King? We're never going to see Danny in any sort of altercation ever, are we?
Unless he keeps saying my name and slagging us off, like, then I'm just going to go and turn up with his fucking doorstep, like.
So that's it. So it relies on you. You were the key to Danny G throwing hands, showing the whole of you. Because
he shit himself when he bumped into Rachel, man.
So he must be the biggest. He must be like the person who's talked about being as hard as he is, right? Bulling himself up with absolutely no proof at all, is there?
Well, I've got a clip and all the way. I'm talking to his wife, and he says on about fight. He says, "I've had loads of fights, haven't I?" And she says, "Well, I've seen one, but that didn't do damage." You know what I mean? That's what I mean, man. It's all in his head. He's got some kind of mental disorder. He's got some kind of psychological disorder whereby he just thinks he's this and he's that. It's like if you look at him, man. If you look at him when they fucking top one on that money, he hasn't got any definition. He's got no physique, but he thinks he has.
Wasn't there a story about how long ago did this story happen where someone said he hid under a car in a car as the car park or something from a group of people?
That was last year. That was last year.
What do you know about that?
Just someone says that there was someone in the car park and he shouted at him, and apparently Danny's meant to have hid under a van to go to him, but you didn't have that. Just, you know what I mean?
But obviously that wasn't his version, was it? That wasn't his version.
Nah. He just says he's seen someone had a bit of an altercation and that was it. Like a bit of a shouting match and that was it. That's what he said. So if something did
It's
happen, you
just
know what
my
I mean?
opinion. I would love to see how you do against someone who's actually fighting you back. Because we can all do all these moves to imaginary people that just sit there and take it. It's like when I was younger and used to play the Tekkens on computer in the training mode. I was fantastic smashing up
Sorry,
with an
mate.
opponent that weren't fighting back. It's a totally different story when you're playing someone who can actually fight back. But carry on.
And it is self-defense.
You're treading a fine line there, Danny. Self-defense to an extent. Biting people's throats out and ripping people's arms out of their body is not self-defense. Going above and beyond.
Next one.
Who is this man talking to?
Come on. One of you. Hit me.
Hold on. Didn't this guy just say in the previous video, you don't let no one hit you? And now he's talking to his imaginary friend who doesn't exist, telling him himself a love tap. Could you imagine if, like he said in his previous video, if the person was like Mike Tyson and he done that, even though he advised you not to do that? This guy's confused, man. All the way confused at the minute from what I can see.
That's what I would like to see.
Hey, this guy's God. He is tapped. Is this what social media is doing to people? Getting people to act like this because they think it works. This is tapped behavior. And if you don't know what tapped is, this is crazy, insane, psychotic, lunatic behavior. But I think it's selected. I don't think he's as crazy as he makes out he is. But again, it's just my opinion. He's still biting imaginary throats out. Nah, man. Daddy, you need to stop, bro. This isn't training that anybody should follow. I'm telling you lot now, man.
50 men come to my door right now. I can go out there with my samurai sword, and the only thing that will be left is limbs.
This is getting kind of boring. I can't lie. If 50 men come to his house, he's going out there with his samurai, and there'll be nothing but limbs left. Absolute bull. That is bull. If 50 men come to your house and you go outside with a samurai sword, you're going to get weighed in badly.
All around me, and I'll be covered and bathed in blood.
You'd be covered and bathed in your own blood if you went out there trying to fight 50 people. And that is a fact, mate. How delusional are you, Danny? Serious, man. I love your energy, but you need to channel that energy into something else, because this is just nonsense.
I'll probably be gnawing on a bone.
You see what I'm saying about shock value? You would not be gnawing on a bone, Danny. Come on, man. This seems like it's just going to be a lot of the same stuff I'm saying throughout, because this guy is tapped and talking absolute shit.
Yeah, because I am Danny G.
Well, we know you're Danny G because you've told us multiple times that that's your name. But carry on.
And I live battle. I am basically a man who has been born out of time.
Don't really think you have. As I said, it's your story, so I'll let you tell it.
I should have been born 1,000 years ago.
Really?
Because I would have been the greatest warrior.
I highly doubt that. I do. I won't say it would have been impossible, but I really do highly doubt that. But carry on.
I would have been the greatest berserker. I would have been the first one in, the last one out. I can guarantee you that.
Well, you can't really guarantee it, but crack on.
I live battle. So at the end of the day, trust me, when it comes to battle, I know my shit.
You don't seem to know your shit, because you just said you was going to go outside and fight 50 people. And someone who knows their shit knows that is an impossible battle. This ain't a movie. Sounds like one of them old kung fu movies where the geezer goes out and just weighs in 100 people on his own doing all these death moves. This guy has watched way too much movies, man. 100%.
Yeah, I'm a strategic master. I can play chess. You won't believe this, can you? But I was chess champion when I was in jail.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I really don't.
I don't know.
You could have been, but I doubt it. I very, 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 very much doubt it.
Do you know what I mean, right? I am an extremely sick chess player.
Oh, yeah, he is.
He's even got the little kid saying he is. Oh, Daddy, man.
So I'm not just a beast. I'm a strategic master.
A strategic master.
This
No,
is the
you're
first
not.
time I've heard these comments. Like,
Strategic master. You're just some guy who acts like he's wild and crazy and shouts into a camera giving out rubbish advice to an extent. Some of your stuff I've seen is good, so I won't take that away from you. And I think you got great energy. But you got shit advice.
So if you ever want any videos on that, yeah, just let me know, innit?
I would love to see a video of you playing chess, being a master. I'll tell you what, if you see this video, reach out to me and I'll play you at chess. I'll give you a game at chess. Not a problem.
Is obviously, man comes to your door, starts with a shit, bang in the stomach, bang in the face,
Yeah, because a man that comes to your door trying to start some shit is just going to allow you to walk out there and go bang, bang, and drop him, even though he came there to start a problem. Again, his advice and training for fighting is based on people who don't fight back, and that is 99% not happening in reality. 99% of people who go to have a problem with are going to fight back. So 99% of these moves ain't working.
As he goes down, he's on the floor. Yeah?
What he's not, though. Tell the people what happens if he's not on the floor.
Come on, Tim, nice and steady. You've already knocked him out.
What if you ain't knocked him out, though? I can't stop laughing. What if you ain't knocked him out?
Pick your plan of attack. Pick your angle of attack. Do you know what I mean? Grab his foot. Yeah? Knee. On the side of his knee. Pull, 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 pull. When you hear an audible click.
An audible click. Carry on.
And a snap. You've gone through the tendons.
King, were you clipping him when he was doing all this shit, or was this before your time? Like,
No, I clipped him here and all that, but I didn't. Like, I didn't take the piss. I didn't have any ill intent towards. I still really haven't, like, but I didn't have any problem with him then. You know, I was just. I'll tell you, I've no ever a problem with that. Someone was like begging for his help in his chat, and he just went on and give fucking shit because I think that made me feel sick.
because these are comedy gold. He's never going to do like. He's never going to do videos like this again, is he?
Nah, is he fuck? But obviously, you know, I've had a couple of channels took down and all, didn't you? Like, it was all on the other channels and all, like. But I never really had. I think it wasn't really like no, I take the piss out of him. You know what I mean? Before, it wasn't it? Was just like funny things. You know what I mean?
Mate, you need to go. You need to. There's gold there in this early. These are on TikTok as well. It's on TikTok. I know it's TikTok.
There's millions of them. That's what he's getting the lives of. The videos of him, because so Danny can't strike him on YouTube. That's he says at the beginning. He didn't want to get his YouTube videos.
Surely, Daddy G, if he's looking back on these now, he's got to be cringing. Surely, if he isn't, then he isn't right, is he?
Do you think he's right? Honestly, do you think he's running some kind of mental condition?
Oh, totally.
He has, isn't he? He's got this. He's got like he thinks he's better than everybody else. He thinks he's minted everything. He thinks he sounds good. He thinks he's funny. He's not. He's none of them.
So
he thinks he's like big and strong. He's 13 stone.
Amanda's put it well there, right? I was just going to say, anyone in the chat, do you want to think he, even to this day, he's looking back? If he watched them, he'd think he was cool.
They probably would. I'd probably think, oh wow, I look good there. You know, I look like a proper Viking. You know, that's probably what he looks like instead of fucking hell, what was that? Then I look like a real tit.
And then the next question, obviously, is: do you think he's the only person on YouTube that thinks he's cool in their videos?
There's probably some people with some kind of other condition that think people like him are alright, but you know, the normal people amongst us don't like. They think, what a dickhead. You think about him like a proper
Jackie Dan's about like that.
Jackie Dan.
Keep them coming, yeah. Let's go.
Oh, so you're showing people how to break tendons now. Okay, keep going.
Pull again. When you feel it click, you've gone through the bone.
So you want them to break tendons and bones. Keep going.
And then snap.
Well, where would there be another snap? If you've gone through the tendons, ligaments, and then you've broken the bone, there wouldn't be anything else to snap. So I don't know where the other snap's coming from. But again, carry on.
Snap his leg on the side of your leg.
Again, people, don't be going around doing this to people. If you've knocked someone out and you've beaten them up, there is no need to then proceed to violate a lifeless body and break legs and ligaments and all this nonsense this guy's talking about. Again, wrong advice, man. You need to change it up, Danny, because this is bullshit, mate.
There's other ways that it can be done.
Really? There's more ways than that, is there? Go on, then.
You can also bang, 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 throat punch.
Bang, 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 throat punch. That weren't a throat punch or one. And how many times you punching someone in the throat? Again, this guy's giving people advice to try and kill people. Oh, Daddy, man.
Knock the geezer on the floor.
Again, if it knocks the geezer on the floor, what next is this guy going on with, man?
Comes to these people in parts, innit?
Who does?
I'll rob a 14-year-old boy because I is hard.
Anyone robbing 14-year-olds ain't hard. But carry on, Danny.
I's got a knife and I is hard. I swear I'd love to be in a park one day walking my dog with my hood up.
Why? Why would you even put that energy out there or give someone the idea that you would want them to try it to you? Because nowadays, these jumped up kids will try it. They'll see this video and think, oh, he wants me to do it, so I'm going to try it. Why would you even put that energy out there for someone to approach you to rob you with a knife in the park? I don't know what this guy is going on about, man.
And some little think that I'm a boy.
This guy needs to stop. Somebody needs to stop him. Real talk.
And he can come with his little knife.
I just have to ask, why? Why would you want him to come with his knife to you?
Give me your shit or I'll juck you up. Nah. Grab, snap, pull, bite, knife. Whack. Who the f*** are you threatening?
And that right there is murder, ladies and gentlemen. He is basically telling us he's going to commit a murder if some young boy goes up to him to try and rob him, even though he just said he would love it to happen. He would love someone to try it. Why? So you can then do this. That don't make you any better than the person that tried to rob you. This guy is tapped. I'm losing a lot of respect for this guy.
Give me your cock. Chop it off.
Give me your cock, chop it off. No, Daddy, no, mate. That is not how it goes. This guy needs to be sectioned. If this is truly himself and how he genuinely thinks and wants to behave, he needs to be on medication and needs to be sectioned because this is not normal. Chopping little boys off. Like you just said, and commit murder. Get out of here, man. I don't agree with any kids robbing anybody or pulling knives out and that because it's disgusting. Like there's a lot more to life than that. But what this guy is saying is bullshit and nonsense, man. And no one should be taking any notice of him the way behaving like that. And that's my opinion.
Where's your mobile now? You're bleeding out, bitch.
So after you've killed him, you're by stabbing the life
just
out
trying
of him,
the best
now
to be like
rob him for his phone and ask him where his mobile is. F off, Danny, man.
Fucking robbing scum.
Yes, I agree. It is scum when people go out there robbing and doing all that nonsense. But your proposed way of dealing with it is even more nonsense. And like I said, if you genuinely believe that, you need to be on medication and you need to be sectioned, mate.
Listen to my chest. Still nowhere near full power, that. Nowhere near. This chest infection really f***ed me up.
Well, that's not good, is it? Super hard nut Danny G getting mashed up by a chest infection. Crack on.
Right, so you want to be thinking about them combos. You want to think to yourself, right, jab, 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 straight.
Go on, Danny, son, with the jab, 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 straight. Keep going.
That's a combo.
Well, yeah, anything more than one punch and a bunch is considered a combo. But keep going.
Jab, 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 straight.
We've seen that one already. Come on, man. Show me something new.
Yeah? And then maybe think, I don't know, jab, uppercut, hook.
Jab, uppercut, hook. Fair enough.
Jab, uppercut, hook.
More jab, uppercut, hooks. Keep going.
Jab, uppercut, hook.
Another jab, uppercut, hook. Ain't there anything else?
Yeah, right. But me, when I do, because I've been doing this a long time, I don't even have to think about it. So it's kind of like bang, 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 bang.
This guy believes his own hype, innit, man? Like I said, and I'm going to keep saying, it's easy to throw your hands about when nobody's hitting you back. I would love to see this guy in a fight or in a good sparring match so we can see how proper your training techniques are.
Bang, 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 bang.
It's the spin at the end for me. The spin at the end. This guy watches way too many warrior films, way too many Viking films, way too much UFC and boxing, and believes his own hype. Because there is nothing that I've seen that warrants you to give out any kind of training advice. If it comes to lifting weights, running, losing weight, or something like that, crack on, because you look like you're in decent shape for your age. So no problem with that. But like I said, with the fighting, I'm not going for it. And I don't advise anybody else to go for it.
And that will deal with a man one time. Yeah?
Yeah. If he just stands there like thin air and allows you to do that. Of course it would. Any move that anyone makes up, if someone stands there and lets you do it, it will work. But you're not telling the people what happens if they don't let you do it, if they attack you back, if they have some sort of defense or counter punching technique. What happens then, Danny? Because all I've seen so far is you teaching people how to beat up people that you have your weight.
Slow fucking steady effers. get knocked the out quick.
Again, to an extent, Daddy, but it's not as easy as you're making it sound.
Do you know what I mean? I swear to God, yeah, if I had a choice, if I had Conor McGregor in front of me or The Rock, I would rather fight The Rock. I'd deal with him quick. A lot quicker than I would Conor McGregor, mate. Let me tell you that now.
Really? Well, let me tell you something now. I would bet my whole life and whatever I could find to add into that deal to make it sweeter, that Conor McGregor would smash the granny out of you every single time you two met in a ring. 1,000,000%. He would weigh you in without a shadow of a doubt. You've just made yourself look so stupid comparing yourself to Conor McGregor and The Rock. Not that I'm saying The Rock can fight, because all I know is that he's just a gym guy, innit? He just pushes weights and looks big. But Conor McGregor, a professional, seasoned athlete, professional fighter, fights for a living, he would weigh you in, and that is a fact.
And do you know what makes me laugh? Loads of people keep saying, I'll chef you. You'll chef me.
The way the roads are going right now, one of these kids probably will chef you, mate, if you behave the way you behave out there.
You'll chef me. Do you know how ridiculous that sounds?
I agree. It does sound a bit stupid when they say, I'll chef you. But these kids will do it, and that's a fact.
Anybody who goes out there and uses a knife, well, we all know, put into the comments, yeah, because there's going to be some lads who do this shit who come in my comments. Tell them what they are. What are people who use knives? What are they? Pieces of shit.
I would agree with you, mate. They are. But don't you use swords and knives? Ain't that the same thing, no? Didn't you say you'd go out there and chop limbs off and all that? Little bit of a contradiction. Just a little bit. But keep going.
Unless you're going to take you got a big kitchen knife like that. You take two with you, yeah? You throw one at the geezer you're going to fight and say, there's your knife, let's fight to the death.
So again, sounds good, but it doesn't work like that.
Now, that takes some balls.
I agree. That would be ballsy, but it doesn't work.
You know what I keep wanting? Is anyone else the same? Does anyone keep wanting him to go in harder and like be more brutal on him? He's too respectful, isn't he? He's too nice about it. Like he needs to be going brutal, like.
He should give it a bit more. He should. But he is like, he's like on panels though, he's nice and respectful, like, and and take them McGregor in a nice way, you know. He's funny, like.
Can't remember him on panels, honest.
That might have been before your time, like, no. I don't know if you'd have been about then, like.
Let's have another 5 minutes and I'm going to go and have a few puffs.
I guarantee you yourself would not do that. If you took your sword out to go and chop limbs off, what you keep saying you're going to do, I guarantee you wouldn't throw a sword at them and say, go on then, make it fair. You wouldn't. No one would do it. It doesn't make sense to do it. But keep going.
But you don't, do you?
No, they don't. I don't think they do. I don't think anyone would.
You get around somebody in a gang of 7. Yeah, blood. I'm a bad boy.
This guy really needs to stop.
Yeah, you get me now. Chef, yeah. Yes, star.
This guy is lost.
That's what you sound like. That's what you look like.
I actually feel sick at watching this nonsense, if I'm honest. What is this guy doing? I get it. You're imitating the young kids and taking the piss out of them, but you're going a bit too far, man. You look stupid trying to make someone else look stupid. But crack on.
That's what you look like, Golem motherfuckers, yeah? And you all surround a little boy, and then you start chefing him.
Sad, but true. That is how it usually goes on the roads, and I agree with Danny. It's no good. I don't like all that stuff.
Chefing him. I'm hard.
It doesn't make them hard doing that. I agree. But what it does make them is dangerous. Think about that.
Or anybody who knows me will tell you this, because a lot of boys witness this. A lot of lads in this maybe witness this with their own eyes.
What did they witness, Danny?
My whole family witnessed it with their own eyes.
Well, come on, tell me then.
I booted the dog against the door.
That's not very good, is it? Kicking dogs against doors.
Right, I had steel toe caps on. I booted him against the door and split the door in half.
Must have been a hard kick.
Do you know what I mean? Right, the dog, who's a staff, built like a brick house, he wasn't giving up. He kept coming.
Right, a staff built like a brick house, and he's still going for Danny. Keep going, Danny.
Do you know what I mean? So he come for me, yeah, right, and jumped on me, straight on my chest, jumped straight on my chest with all his body weight and tried to force me down.
Sounds like a scary situation.
I grabbed the dog and I threw him on the floor like that, yeah?
Well within your rights. I would have done the same.
I went, Black's pack it in now. Right, he didn't. He came at me again. So what I did was...
Hopefully what any normal person would have done is try to restrain the dog or lock the dog in a room until you can get it to calm down, or called the proper authorities to come and get rid of that dog who's clearly lost his mind. But let me hear what you done.
I went downstairs, and to make this a fair fight, this is the mindset of the Danny G.
One, you can't make it a fair fight between you and an animal. That's just number one. And two, why is he speaking about himself in a third person? All these people seem to do it. This is a sign of mental health, man. It's not the mindset of the Danny G. You should have just said it's my mindset. It's the mindset of myself. These guys are losing it, man.
And I swear to God, this happened on my children's lives, yeah? I went downstairs, stripped off my top, took my fucking work boots off, stripped off my hands, stripped off my bottoms.
So you got naked.
Got on all fours like a dog.
And why would you do that?
Like a dog, and fought him teeth to teeth.
Sounds like the Bronson story when he was fighting dogs or whatever and whatnot. I call bullshit. I don't believe this. Man said he got down on his knees naked and fought a dog teeth to teeth, even though you can't compete with a dog's teeth. Are people actually believing this bullshit? They can't be, man. They can't be.
No joke, my own dog. And that dog, that massive, huge frigging I mean, that thing was about 7 foot on its back legs, yeah? And about 15 stone.
You see? Did you lot catch that? Because I did.
Do you know what I mean, right? The dog, who's a staff. Do you know what I mean, right? The dog, who's a staff.
Bullshit like I thought. He said it was a staff. Now he's saying it's an American and then stopped himself because he probably realized, oh, I said it was a staff. Now he's saying it's an American, either pit bull or bulldog, and saying that it's 7 foot on his back legs. Any of you, if you know about dogs, I don't know any staff in the world that is 7 foot on his back legs. So he's contradicted his story. This is what happens when you tell lies. I knew it was bullshit. Is it a staff or an American, whatever you was going to say when you caught yourself and stopped yourself from telling the lie? We just want to know what dog it is, even though you don't really need to tell us because I'm saying it's bullshit. But carry on, Danny.
I mean, this is no lie.
It clearly is a lie.
Anybody who knows me knows this, and the injuries speak for the frigging selves.
Showing your finger isn't proof of what you're saying. But keep going.
Bit that much of my finger off. The only reason it grew back was because I had it operated on.
Well, your finger can't grow back. They can only attach it back to itself if your finger gets chopped off. They can do something like that. But keep going.
Yeah. My hand was like that. I was supposed to have a hand like that for the rest of my life.
Why would you have a hand like that for the rest of your life if you only injured one finger? And I assume that it's one finger because you insinuated that it was one finger because you showed one finger to the camera and went, this is what happened, or whatever finger it was. You said, this is what happened, whatever. And now all of a sudden it's your whole hand. So we've gone from a staff to an American dog who's 7 foot on its back legs, which no staff is 7 foot on their back legs, to showing your finger being injured, to now your whole hand should have been like that. Is anybody else seeing this nonsense that this guy is talking?
But I'm that much of a beast after these dogs.
It's just going from dog to dogs now. Was it one dog or 2 dogs or multiple dogs? Like, this guy's story is changing throughout the whole thing. You seem full of shit, mate. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, and it was a draw, by the way.
You drew with the dog or dogs because he's gone from one dog to multiple dogs now. You drew with them. This guy's gone, I drew with dogs. Stop talking bollocks, man.
After I had a fight with these dogs, and I was told I was going to have a claw hand for the rest of my life.
Again, why would you have a claw hand if you only injured one finger? It just sounds like bullshit, man. But keep going.
I came out of hospital with all the cast and everything strapped up on my hand, told not to lift nothing or do anything. And do you know what I did?
What did you do, Danny? Something unbelievable, I bet.
I got a dumbbell, sat in my kitchen, crying in that much pain, tears streaming down my face because the pain was immense. It felt like somebody was chopping my hand off.
Really?
And I was curling.
You was curling. Why would you be curling?
The day I come out of hospital, yeah, and the doctors were saying you'll never be able to punch nothing again. Within 3 days, I was punching my punch bag.
It just sounds like bull to me again. I can't lie. If you injured your finger or even your hand, when you curl, curling works the bicep muscle. So what would curling do to fix your hand if you're flexing your bicep muscle? You're training your bicep muscle. He doesn't make sense in what he's saying. Maybe I'm the stupid one. Maybe I've got it wrong. And maybe it makes total sense. But to me, it just sounds like bull, man.
Now, if a man tries to throw a jab at you and you're fast enough, dip your head.
Not a bad mood if you're able to dip your head. Not that you should want to get punched in your head anyway, but it will hurt a lot less if someone punches you in the head than it will if they punch you in the nose or the mouth or something like that.
Break his fucking hands.
Yeah, he's telling the truth there. You got a good opportunity of breaking someone's hand if you are able to dip your head quick enough and make their fist hit the top of your head. I agree with that.
Yeah, because as soon as that hits that, bust. Especially if he doesn't know about clenching your hands tight.
It doesn't matter how hard you clench your hands. If you hit someone's skull hard enough, it probably will break a knuckle. But carry on.
Like a fucking beast, like you're gripping a sword.
This guy and his sword, man. He's an imaginary beast / imaginary Viking warrior. How do people not see what I'm seeing? Like I said, it must just be me. I must just be stupid. But it does just sound like absolute bull.
And you're going through man's like fucking butter.
No, Danny, you're not going through people like butter. Oh my God.
Killing everyone.
You don't listen, please, people. If anybody's watching him and taking this guy serious, it's not. This has to be a parody. This has to be some sort of joke, because this ain't advice you give to people. Going through people like butter and killing them. I can't be the only one that sees and thinks like this. It's impossible. Going through people like butter and killing them. This guy needs to really, really reevaluate himself and get some help, because this ain't advice you should be giving out to young, impressionable adults. No way.
Killing them all.
Again, killing them all. What is this guy's thing with killing people? Yeah, he hasn't killed nothing. Talks about killing people all the time. This guy needs to chill, man.
That's what you want to be doing.
That is not what you want to be doing. Do not listen to this guy. I'm telling you lot now. Do not listen to him.
So, hands gripped tight, arms clenched but loose.
Arms clenched but loose. All right, Danny.
If I became Prime Minister,
no way on earth, no way, not on your Nelly, mate, would I ever want Danny G to become Prime Minister. No way. Could you imagine what the country would be like if they let this lunatic into office to be Prime Minister? This guy's God, man.
I know that I am going to push buttons.
You're going to do more than push buttons, mate.
Yeah, that have never been pushed before.
I agree. You probably would. And I'm cutting this piece of the video here because I'm not getting into political stuff with this guy. No way. What next?
When I was 25, I don't know how many people in the world could have even bothered even attempting to fight me at 25.
I would say loads, because there's always someone out there that's tougher than yourself. And that's a fact. This guy gasses himself up too much. I ain't going to lie. He boosts his own ego. It's great and fantastic to believe in yourself. 1,000,000%. But you, Danny, mate, you're going way too far with it.
Yeah, but I'm not 25 no more. I'm nearly 40 years of age. So I'm not the hardest man in the world, believe me.
I do believe you. I know for a fact you're not the hardest man in the world. But carry on.
I'm just one hard.
You come across like you're hard. If I was to believe everything what you're saying about yourself, then yeah, you sound like you're a hard guy, a right toughener. But the flip side to that coin, you know what they say about people who scream from the top of their lungs that they're the toughest person and they're the hardest person and they'll do this and do that. The loudest one in the room is the biggest bitch in the room. The one who's screaming all that is just a defense mechanism so that people don't do anything to you. But in reality, you are not that person in any way, shape, or form. That's what they say. I'm not saying that that's you, but that's the way you're coming across.
I'm not scared of nobody.
You shouldn't be scared of nobody, but you should be not just weary. You should be mindful. Don't overestimate yourself and underestimate someone else.
I'm not scared of nothing. Wild animal, human, I don't give a fuck.
Who are you trying to convince? The audience or yourself? Sounds like you're trying to convince yourself.
I will fight you at the drop of a fucking hat, win or lose.
That's how I was raised as well. Even if you're going to lose a fight, still fight, because if someone's going to hit you, they're going to hit you regardless. You might as well get a few of your own hits in. So I can agree with that to an extent.
Because I don't care about getting hurt.
Again, maybe not care about it, but you should be mindful of it.
I don't care about my own blood being shown. I don't give a I don't care about having a broken jaw, having a broken nose. I don't care if one of you bites my ear off.
Well, you should care if someone bites your ear off, because it ain't going to be pleasant, is it?
Because then I'm going to bite your eye out.
Well, no, you're not actually, because it's like, again, it's almost physically impossible to bite someone's eye out. Like, think of what you'd have to do to bite someone's eye out. You could dig their eye out, you could rip their eye out, you could stab their eye out, but again, it's almost impossible. And I say almost because it probably could be done, but it's almost impossible to bite someone's eye out in a fight. This guy just makes it up as he goes along. So it seems anyway. You know, again, it's my opinion. Before people get sensitive, I'm allowed to have an opinion.
That's the difference between me and most men. There are men out like me out there, trust me.
Yeah, there probably is. There's definitely lunatics like yourself out there. And there's also people out there that's worse than you. And that's a fact.
There are many men out like me out there, yeah, who you may meet in a daily life and not even know that they are a Danny G.
They are a Danny G. This guy absolutely overrates himself. I'll give him that. His self-confidence is at an all-time high. And it's not a bad thing. You should have self-confidence. But like I said, this guy's taking it way too far. He's going above and beyond his pay grade. He needs to chill out. Now, that was the last of the footage of the videos and the clips that I had to analyze and break down about Danny G. I weren't trying to use anyone's content and get strikes and all that stuff. So I found this stuff on TikTok. And to be honest, a lot of the other stuff I saw was similar to this stuff. So I couldn't be really bothered to do any more. So I apologize for it being a shorter one. I hope you lot enjoyed it. And for the last bit of the video, we're going to look at what actually got Danny G's name out there viral like it has been
go.
in social media. And I'm just going to let the video play and then give my opinion
I
after.
think we've all seen this, but it's worth another look.
A verbal altercation that he got into with a young kid online. Let's take a look at that.
What do you want?
I want to know why you just shouted at me down the microphone.
What the f*** you shout you down the mic for? Playing your f***ing mouth, mate. I'm a grown man. You sent me a message first, yeah? I live in Smethwick, Birmingham. If you want the f***ing brawl, come down Smethwick, ask for Danny G. I'll come out of my house and I'll break your f***ing legs. You know,
Oi, stop shouting. Who do you think you are?
Shouting, look, you f***ing boss box out your phone, son. Come to Birmingham now, f*** you up. Come to Birmingham now, and I'll f*** you up. I've told you where I live. You want to know where I live? I live in f***ing Smethwick. Now come, and I'll kill you.
You won't kill me.
Come out.
Excuse me, you won't kill me because I'm a gangster.
Look, shut up, you f***ing now, f*** off. Answer me another message, f*** off. You know, you know, bastard man.
You're because you're scared.
And that is how Danny G became viral on social media, from my understanding. I could be wrong, but that's how I heard of him. And as much as the guy that he's having the altercation with, the young person, you can tell he's a little... And he's a wind-up merchant, and he's winding Danny up. But I think it also says a lot about Danny G's character. Like, who speaks to someone young in that way over a game on the computer? Like, it's beyond childish, and he's going to do this and come to Smethwick and he'll kill you and do all this crazy outlandish stuff, and he's still saying it today in 2021. It's not honest. It's weird and crazy, if I'm honest, for a grown man to behave like that. Now, we all make mistakes and we can all get drawn out of character, every single one of us, but like I said, this isn't a one-off. He does repeatedly, shouting he's going to kill people, and even the advice he gives in his training videos, he's teaching people how to kill people and giving out bull training exercises of self-defense. I haven't seen one qualification to say that this man's qualified to teach anybody any kind of self-defense. So I would advise anybody, do not be taking this guy's advice when it comes to self-defense. Do not take this guy's advice when he's telling you about killing people and chopping up people and going through people like butter. Don't do none of that. Like I said, he gives out all this advice of training and fight. I ain't seen one fight with this guy. I ain't seen him have one fight. I ain't seen him do anything other than run his mouth online and act like he's giving invaluable information when it comes to fighting, but hasn't demonstrated or shown that he can actually fight. I spoke to a few people that I know from Birmingham, at least 3, and they ain't heard of him other than his stuff on social media and online. No one can confirm and say, yeah, he's done all these things he says. I'm not saying they're not true, but I also ain't saying they're true. And a lot of it sounds like bull. So like I said, anybody following this guy, listen, watch him for entertainment, but I wouldn't take him too serious. That's just my opinion of the stuff that he puts out online. Anything more than shock value and entertainment, I wouldn't take too serious watching this guy's stuff. But again, that's just me. Feel free to do what you want. If you want to see more of his crazy stuff, go over to his channel and have a look. It's full of it. So my opinion on Danny G is I still kind of like him. I like his energy, and I believe his heart's in the right place because I see a lot of things that are quite positive about him on some of his other videos. It wasn't highlighted in today's videos because that weren't on the videos that I had taken. I would have had to take content from his channel and risk getting a copyright strike or a defamation complaint or whatever, and I weren't trying to do that. But back to my opinion on Danny G, I think his heart's in the right place. I think he's a good guy deep down. I just think he's going about stuff the wrong way, and he does a lot of things for shock value, and he's over exaggerated. I think he's done something, seen that it kind of gets him a little bit viral, brings in the views, and he's running with it to try and do whatever it is he's trying to do for his channel. I can't knock a man for that, but I don't agree with it at the same time.
I like your other avatar,
I don't see
look more handsome
with Danny G other than he's a bit of a bull an exaggerator and a bit of a selected lunatic, and that's my opinion on Danny G. My advice to Danny G is, mate, your energy levels are through the roof. I think if you channel your energy levels into something different with the same energy, I think you would be good at it. You're quite a likable character. Like I said, you've got an extreme energy presence about yourself, and I think you should go and do some qualifications in training for fighting and stuff like that, if that's something that you're passionate about, and then get to teaching it and put a better message behind it. Reevaluate the advice that you give out, because I don't think it's correct or good. I don't think anybody should follow your advice that you're giving from what I've been seeing. And I think if you can do that, I think you'll do good. That's just my advice. You don't have to take it or listen. Like I said, it's just my opinion and advice. And with that being said, that is the end of the video. I apologize for the little delay. It's going to happen from time to time, so please bear with me and stick with me through this. And with that being said, thank you every single individual person that shows love and support, and I'll see you lot on the next one. It's your boy YFD, your favorite demon, and I'm out.
There we go, people. So, little synopsis there, little synopsis. So, from what I can remember, I thought you went in a lot harder than that. I don't know whether that was the first one he done of any of them, but I remember him going in a bit harder than that.
He does on there something, but I don't think he thinks Danny's too serious. You know.
You know what I'm gonna find as well. I think the Fighting Trolls one will be good as well.
The what? Did he
Fighting
do Fighting
Trolls.
Trolls one?
Yeah, he did a Fighting Trolls one. I haven't seen any Fighting Trolls basically for like.
I can't
Well, we
remember it
all
all.
have a live stream for years, have we?
No, he just sometimes puts a community post up, doesn't he?
Obviously, there's a lot more to talk about with Pablo, I would have thought.
Does he still have his like his his members and that on his channel? Or does that get suspended when he doesn't make any content?
Did it again, didn't I? Press the wrong button. Fuck's sake.
Oh, you kick yourself off again?
Yeah, press the wrong button. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a song on. I'm going to go out, have a little tour, come back, right? And we'll stick a link out. Do you reckon we should stick a link out, like, and
Not yet. I think so. I've already got the link. Don't worry. I think someone else might be coming on in a minute.
Oh, happy days. Right, I'm going to put this song on.
Oh, didn't make it a game on mine and leave me on the panel on my own.
You can talk to the chat, and I'll be back in, like, Randy's song, this.
Fuck all that was a good night. Like, I think the best live he did was when Jim done hit the 500 quid. He ended up within like what 30 seconds and check his bank. Straight out.
Got my keys, lad.
So true, funny how it seems.
Boom.
Always in time, but never in line for dreams. Head over heels, ready to do toe. This is the
This is the sound of motion.
This is the sound. What would it take to the world? But now I've come back again. Why do I find it hard to write the next line? Oh, I want you to say. I know this much is true. I know this much is true. With a
You back? Aye. Yeah, I don't think so, in fact. I don't know. There'll be some box now, I think, but I don't know. 5 magazines from 7 live. Is that the next? There's some box now. You back now?
I knew that sound went off. You know what happened there? You there?
I so you can hear it, aye.
Do you know what happened there, right? And I just thought that song, right? So I went in the car and that it's playing through my phone, right? Which is playing through some Bluetooth speakers.
Oh, right.
I've got in the
Just
car, right?
disconnected.
I've got it in the car and it's connected to the car. So were you hearing something else? Oh,
Yeah,
no.
there's nothing. No. Just Mom, you can see me picture.
Oh, we've got a guest.
Can you see me picture?
Yeah, nice. Oh, you've been busy, haven't you? K&K fancy Pez. I totally agree. I've heard that, like.
He does. He's got a red jersey on him. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. How you doing?
We've all got to guess who it is by the Scottish accent.
Anybody know who's on the phone?
But T&K does fancy Pez, like there's something going on there, like.
Pez fancy T&K, man, that's what it is.
No, it's definitely. He's got posters of him and everything. See that picture he had on of him? He's got that blown up. Yeah.
You know it.
Hey, Amanda, she sounds dead quiet, like not like what I expected. I don't think I've heard you on the panel before.
I think you have.
Oh,
I think I was on the panel when you were in way back in the day, like way back.
And they won't remember much. He's very forgettable.
And with you two on, we can't go without mentioning the pod ref, like, can we?
Randy
Were any of you aware, right, that every time you used to go live, like I would be one of the first people in, like everyone said I bought in and that, you know what I mean? But he, for some reason, right, all the way through, I only found this out right near the end before he left, right, was he thought I was Pablo's like good mate.
Right.
I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that.
All the way through, all the times when I was on his lives talking, he thought I was like, I used to see Pablo every day, that I was like one of his mates. Right until the end when I said, I don't even know Pablo, so I only watch him, and he was like, really? He said, I thought you were like one of his mates. I was like, nah. So I wonder if that did why I never got a spanner, you know what I mean?
He's a shady character. He's a spanner.
But he did like all the lasses, like, didn't he, Amanda?
Oh, he was a creep. He was a creep.
Proper crew with the missus, pregnant missus.
All while having a lovely missus at home, lovely wee girls, a nice wee family. Horrible.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing you probably know, you sound like you know a lot more about him than us, like, than the average person. Is that?
Yep.
How is that?
Yeah. Not by choice.
No, we all used to speak offline.
Yeah.
Really? So who was his favourite? Who was his favourite, Amanda?
Amanda's sister.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had
that's how it all went tits up for him because he used to and then he got caught. Yeah.
So I don't think many people know all this stuff. You know, I think they think he disappeared for another reason. You know what I mean? Like, because he tried to twist it, didn't he?
He tried to put a spin on it and hang about. He's still, I would still say he's hanging about to this day. He tried to still worm his way back in.
He did, and then he trolled at Letty and all, didn't he? He trolled at Letty bad, like about bad stuff, like bad stuff close to Eddie and that.
That's just unforgivable. Just a no-go.
Exactly.
It's just a no-go.
So that was all true. Was all that true then?
Yeah,
definitely 100% true. Yeah.
Wow.
That's the thing. See, I mean, going behind his wife's back and that, right? That's got nothing to do with me as a man. You know what I mean? That's got nothing to do with me. I would have still supported him after that. But following the death of someone's relative, you know, just it's shitty, man. It's shitty.
It's just horrible, especially what he was making out that, like, he was so close.
Exactly. exactly best mates in chats and that,
Yeah,
best mates
yeah.
talk to each other and then throwing them like over like his dead relative one. It was just disgusting.
Disgusting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No one.
what did this all start at the beginning, like, or did he take a while, or was this like within a few months? How long was he about?
Was he about 4 months or something? 3, 4 months? He wasn't
First
about long, was he?
Didn't he
He wasn't
start
about
on
long, was he?
Pablo's? Didn't he start doing them things? Or Pablo got a grip of him, didn't he? And he started sharing him, didn't he?
No, I think he did start going on Pablo's first. I think.
But Pablo took a shine to him. He gave him a good lift up, you know what I mean? He got his subs up and that. Because Pablo used to watch him on his lives. That's what I remember anyway, before he started doing his own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he pretty much started straight away, did he?
Being a creep and a mad trolley weirdo, yeah, He was a creep from off, and he was, absolutely.
He's probably still about, you know.
Yeah, no, I don't doubt
Oh,
that.
100%.
What was his
100%.
like?
So, what was I going to say there? What do you know about Jojo? Remember Jojo?
Jojo the liar.
Jojo the liar. What was she, an
Yeah.
ex-model or something? FHM model or something, was it?
Yeah,
FHM
Maxim girl.
model. Our boyfriend and her husband was a millionaire. She lived abroad. And then she
Used to
dragged
fist
him.
schoolgirls until they cried.
Who did she drag into it? What do you call him again?
It was thingy, wasn't it? What's his name? What's his name, man? The Scout, Cockney bloke.
I can't remember. But she dragged him into it and all, saying he knew her on that. And he got a bit shit out of him.
Yeah, I think she convinced him that he knew her and he didn't. He was he's thinking, I don't know you, but I'll go along with it.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
was a DJ, wasn't he? A DJ or something?
He was a funny lad.
Oh, what was his name? Anyone in the chat? He used to go on expos, didn't he? And he used to run Julian's chat now and again.
How do you see the chat from here?
See where it says chat in the middle at the bottom?
Oh, yeah, that big.
Press that, then it says comments.
Oh, yeah.
It's all right, Amanda. They're not slagging you off, mate.
No, it's okay. I just wanted to say if Randy's still there, he's a fanny, that's all.
Oh, Randy is like, and he remember Randy from he used to Podref used to bot Randy, like, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, you know the story, don't you?
Man.
You know the story that Randy still might be the Podref, you know, without him jumping up next.
I think
you know what I mean?
We need to get him on, like. We need to get him on. I think that's Randy and he's pitching now, the little BMX dude. Randy's nearly 40, he's riding BMXs.
I'm 50-50 that it's the Podref, like.
Oh, I'm 70. I'm 70-30 there. It's him. It's Randy Ray.
Did you never notice, man? Did you never notice when he was live? Randy used to like say, "Yeah, Randy," and me and Louise were like, "More Louise." She was like, "That's him. He's used another device and pretending to be Randy."
He lives
made the character up. But he probably did, like. If he was that way,
probably did.
And then he says he wears bands as well the other week, so I was just like,
Yeah, what kind of bands?
So, out of all the wrong uns on here, Amanda, the ones you've seen over the last few years, where does the Podref, where does he rest in the top 10?
Oh, he's up there. He's up there in the top 5. Well, not staying with the top 5, but he's up there in the top 5, and I can't wait to get my hands on his scrawny wee throat.
Top 5 creeps on YouTube.
Oh, yes.
Podref.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Top.
You should probably put me number 1, like.
Oh, you've got the first 4 spots, darling.
Remember, Amanda, remember when he used to say, "Oh, I'm working at 3 o'clock in the morning now in the school, painting or something," was it?
Painting. Oh, I've done a hell of a lot of painting, that boy.
Was he not a painter?
That's when he was coming home to his bloody missus, likely, or whatever.
No, it's when his missus was home and he wasn't allowed online.
And then he told us all he had this big van thing. It was like, not like a VW camp, but it was like he had this van and he was sending pictures of it and all that, and it wasn't. It turned out it was like off of Google. The pictures he was sending were off of Google.
He told everyone he was a professional football player.
So, the thing,
like a pro football player.
If you showed your picture, if you you're talking to, right, online, if they've seen a picture of you and it's 100% you, right, like you, your sister and the podref, could he still catfish her? Is it classed as catfishing when he's doing all this lying and that?
Oh, absolutely. That was basically you basically living a double life. That went further than catfishing. That went a wee bit further. Yeah, I would say so.
So he wasn't even saying he was married. Was he telling your sister he wasn't married, or they'd split up or something?
He was saying that they were separated. They were separated. And he was living, and he was going to come up here and visit us, and he's got family in Scotland, and he was going to come and see Alicia. And I mean, see the name he told her, he didn't even tell us his real name. He told, see the name that he told Alicia that was his real name. It's one of the names that he's just named one of his wee babies. That's how sick he is.
Well, he kept that going right till the end, did he? How did it all end then? When did she like say to him, "Oh, you have to do one"?
I messaged his missus.
What? You did?
Yeah.
How did you get the number, like?
And so I put it on Instagram. Found it on Instagram. We got a homework.
How did that go down then? How did that go down?
Not too well. Then he disappeared after that. But then he came back again and started messaging Alicia again. But she kicked him to the curb. Told him where to go.
So was it out of the blue? Was she totally oblivious to it all when you got in touch with her?
Well, I think they'd been rocky. As he was making out it was a lot worse. He'd made out they'd split up and moved out and blah, blah, blah. I think they were having issues, but not to obviously the extent he made out.
Wow. See, nobody knows this. We're getting exclusives here. Exclusives
he's a
about a big...
a horrible human. Really, really.
One of the top 5 creepiest men on YouTube, and we're getting it straight from the horse's mouth here.
By far.
Good.
And I'm still convinced he was that Jojo.
You're still convinced he knew that Jojo?
Or he was that bloody Jojo?
Well, how did he put on a woman's accent like?
Oh, she came on panels, didn't she?
She was always on panels, Can you remember? Can you remember it when she was on panels?
No, it was a different profile. It wasn't that same old profile, sure. It wasn't.
Oh, you mean in the chats? The one that come out in the chats?
Yes.
Right. Yes, after that. Yes, right. Okay, yeah. Probably. So, because she got out as a liar, didn't she?
Yeah.
And she disappeared,
She was in her hospital bed. She couldn't. Her husband was taking for her. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's for fact asking what's on me top. Yourself. I forgot it was on there, and I've just been to Tesco as well to get some cans.
What are you drinking?
Oh, that stuff. Estrella or something.
Oh, is it nice?
I just like the can. It's like Spanish, you know. The Barcelona or something.
It's like the pretty colours, man.
Yeah.
That's how I gamble in horse races. I like the name.
What was I going to say there? Yeah. What was I going to say? Amanda, were you part of the women then? You know, he started this women's only thing, didn't he? Did you get into that with them? Do you remember the women's only panel that he started doing?
Oh, no, I don't know. I think I've only been on twice, and it was twice to argue.
He didn't actually start the panels, did he?
No, I don't think so. And if he did, I wasn't part of it. No.
Can you remember him doing it? Lindsay Kilpatrick. There was Emma. There was.
I do remember talk of it. Yep.
There was about 5 of them that did a few of them. That's where it started. The girls' channel started from that.
No, I didn't take part. I did jump on. I don't know. So who did I jump on then? I can't remember. I jumped on twice. I don't know if it was theirs.
I remember. Tell you what, I always remember this now, right? You'll remember it because your Alicia was right in the way. Somebody had pissed somebody off in the chat, hadn't they? And your Alicia and Mouse Charger jumped on the panel, and they'd never been on a panel before. Can you remember?
No, my memory's
God.
terrible.
Something had happened in the chat, right? And the women were going mental in the chat. You know, somebody had said something and they were fuming. And anyway, the next thing, and Alicia on, and they'd never been on a panel before. Like, and you know what mouse charge is like now, but they were both like, we're really nervous, but we just had to say something. I can't remember what it was about. Can't remember what it was about. Like, you'd have to ask Alicia; she'd probably remember.
She probably will remember. I'll say her. She doesn't really come on much anymore. I kind of keep her up to date. She asks how everybody is, and I keep her up to date.
She was on the other day. I seen her in the chat the other day. Like, I don't know whose it was.
That's when she was up
Masters,
with
I think.
me in my house. Remember?
Oh yes. I seen her Masters stuff.
Yeah. So when you think about it, though, like it was flying that channel for a bit, Podrefs, and he just fucked it all up, didn't he? He just fucked it all up.
Well, we had a great community in there. I think it'd have been great. See if he hadn't went all creepy and weird and done what he did to Eddie and Alicia, and his wife and his kids. We had a great community over there. We always used to have a laugh. There was no.
Yeah, it was like, and you got a bit of drama, didn't you? With well, it was funny when Ash String started on him. You know, remember when it was coming to the end for him. And,
that's when I was going to jump on the panel, and the man had told him not to let us on. Like, I should call this out. Was it just after 3D Fight Club, that? I think it was just after 3D Fight Club, and Ash called us out.
Everyone was wanting to fight everyone, wasn't it? It was clear. It was YouTube gold at the time. That it was gold at the time. Like
Ash String made a video calling us out. He called us out. Do you know what I mean? And then Juice Bomb gave him a ring and says, "Don't be daffy, I'll kill you, daffy."
Yeah, the thing is, right, what was good about that channel, 90% of the people who are still talking now, I met them all in there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still about the Stallone Roses, remember him? He's still about.
OG.
Eddie's back about again.
Eddie boy,
Told him last night, Eddie.
That was so funny the other night. I hope he comes on here, like, because he was always nervous, wasn't he? He was always dead nervous, and then the other night, he was like a new person, man. You couldn't shut him up.
He's grown up a lot.
Yeah, I was
on the Podrefs, or he went on a few times, and you couldn't understand a word he said. Like, really
Ash String's still around, I think. What?
Ash String.
Ash String's going to fight Sean Gregg. Have you heard? Ash String's going to fight Sean Gregg, and none of them turn up. Sean Gregg gets his PlayStation 5.
Is he being back?
Apparently the back about. Like, I've seen Ash's hats and that, but I've never seen him on a panel for a bit. I've seen him clip the other day.
Is that Jim King?
Aye. Sean Gregg. Apparently, if Ash doesn't turn up, he's got to give Sean Gregg his PlayStation 5. I was going, it's like fucking kids, you know what I mean? He's got, well, if I didn't come, you can have your PlayStation. I go, what?
Oh, dear God, Gavin.
Kids, man. Kids think they're fighters. Crazy.
Were you friends with Lindsay Kilpatrick, or because you sound like you're from her area, like the same sort of place?
Anyway, moving on.
You want to be on?
Is that where the ends, like the comparisons?
Yeah, the both got each other. Right, so
we're from the same area. I'm a Ouija. Yeah. I'm a Ouija through and through.
What did you say there, Amanda? Did you ask me some of that?
No, I just says we'll say no more on that.
Yeah, 100%. I get you there. Like, I wasn't sure though. Because the women in there, they all seem to get on. I can't recall.
They did. All got. I was afterwards. It was afterwards.
I just don't go on with anyone, really, especially if it's a female man.
Man, she's a bit bitchy, Amanda, like she doesn't.
I see you bouncing off a few people in here, Amanda, like, because I watch a lot of lives, you know, and I watch a lot of the chats and that, and I see you bouncing off a few people. I think you like Leslie, don't you?
Oh, Leslie's a cracker. Leslie's a darling.
Leslie will take it all day, like, she just take the flak all day. She loves it, man.
She's one of the OGs as well, isn't she?
She's been around for ages and all. I always
Yeah.
used to get her and Tracy mixed up for some
I know
reason.
it did. I know.
Don't say that
For
to
some
her.
reason. I did. I was saying, Leslie, have I just seen you on the panel? I'm like, no. I'm like, well, someone's using your name.
Yeah, she's brutal, like, as well. You know what I mean? She'll have a row with people in the chat as well, won't she?
Straight as a die, she'll just tell
yeah.
you she'll know how they get on for missing you.
Yeah, she
Yes.
can take them on. I mean, the abuse she gets off fucking Phil Graham and Randy, like, it's just insane. Like, she just gives it back, you know what I mean? It's mint. It's good.
A good woman.
She's
That's what it
lucky
should
she's
be,
got
you
off
know
of
what I
that
mean?
at the minute. Like we haven't had a chat, you know, with all the originals in for a while, but there was one a couple of weeks ago that was the funniest chat I've ever had on here. Like, I was just bad laughing for like an hour and a half. And Phil was in
Was
there,
it
Randy, Aldi,
Oh,
Aldi. Remember Aldi?
was that
Only
when
Aldi, you know,
Another
when he
witchy.
gets caught
was that
out,
when Norris was in and all? Was that when Norris was in the chat?
he will have been, yeah. That's what
Another good
happens.
one.
Yeah.
You get a good chat going, and honestly, people creep back in. Like, you'll see Norris will just pop up.
Mencho was in and all, wasn't he? Mencho?
Aye, Mentor, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was a good live, that, like. Nearly as good as that one where about you forgot to unmute yourself. That's still the best.
No, that was in the early days, that one, eh?
That
The
was
other
still the
was
one where
best
he
one.
live
was
you've ever done.
stoned was the best, where he forgot how he exists and he forgot that was the other week there.
No, that's
That was
the second
gold.
best. That's the
I
second
remember
best
that
because you can
one.
still actually hear him.
I was
I
crying with
remember
laughter
that
at
one.
that.
I thought you were winding me up. My head was gone. Like, I thought they're winding me up here. They can hear me, but you really couldn't, could you?
No, no. And yourself muted. I done that last night or whenever it was. I was talking for ages and I was saying he's fucking ignoring us. And then I was muted.
Isn't it mad though? Because back in the day, right, like back in them days, the Podref days, you didn't have all these gadgets, you know, where you can share the screen. If you're a bit bored, you can watch something else, and
Well, you probably did. You probably just didn't know how to use it. Like.
no one played music or anything, did they? You know what I mean?
I think everybody was super scared, like copyright, and they didn't realise that
Uh,
it's not really that big. I think people didn't know
it's
the rules.
exactly.
And the thing is, there was 10 times more people watching than there is now. Now everyone's doing all these gimmicks and all that, isn't there?
And that's what you still see 2,500 people on there watching like Beezy. They had 250 people on 2 o'clock in the morning. Like,
That's usually when it's loads of drama though, and there's loads like Romeo's on shouting bowling and giving everybody their character and
the way it was 2 o'clock in the morning when it everyone loves a drama, don't they?
It
It's
does get
boring when it's
mad after
boring when they do
midnight.
drama.
About a year ago, I said, Louise, I said, right, we were arguing about, well, not arguing, but like she said, oh, you watch too much YouTube and that, and I probably did.
Yeah, I'll get that from Monday.
So I said to her, right,
I
said to myself, 12 o'clock, I turn YouTube off, midnight, whatever's going on, I turn it off. Mate, I did it for about a week, right? It was great, but I just didn't have a clue. I missed everything, what was going on, but it was good.
You miss one day, it's like missing a month on here. So much
Isn't it?
happens.
It is. See, I don't really watch that much. You know what I mean? If I do, I'm normally talking on Monday. You know what I mean? While I'm just it's on. Do you know what I mean? So I didn't really take that much notice in.
What I don't see, he'll tell me, and what he doesn't see, I'll tell him.
This is the way you got to look at it. This is the way you've got to look. You've got to look at it as it's just a TV program, right? That's on for 24 hours. It's something you're watching on the telly. Yeah.
Exactly, it's Big Brother Live. That's what it is. Big Brother Live in the early days.
Yeah,
that's all it
is. Early days when it was on War 4, whatever it was.
Yep.
Exactly. Do you know what it is? Sometimes the odd time I'll come on and there'll be nobody live, like nobody in our community live, and I'll be like, "What am I going to do?" You know what I mean? Like, what am I
We
going
done
to
it
do?
earlier on, didn't we? Like, who's live? There's no one live.
You can. Who we going to talk to?
Each other? No.
It's fucking madness, man.
It is.
But it is. I know that there is crazy people on here, but there is normal people, like, and they watch it all the time. They admit they watch way too much of it, but it is just addictive.
It's because you're engrossed in the man. You like things like it's either funny, like or drama. Do you know what I mean?
But
Like if you notice, like
it's the same with TV programs and things like that. People watch too much television. It's the same thing, really. It's
exactly. You know what it is? It's It's like saying, "Oh, you shop at Lidl or Aldi," right? Like we watch YouTube. We don't watch normal telly.
Yeah.
I think it's still got a bad stigma on it. Still got like a bad.
Yeah.
I
If you
did
watch
not think
YouTube, you're sad.
wait. It's better than telly, though, isn't it? It is better than telly. What would you watch on telly? EastEnders. I wouldn't have a clue who they were. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have a clue what was going on.
I'd much
Even
rather
when
Like, even
watch.
football
YouTube's
now.
shit, it's better than telly. Even when it's shit, it's better than telly. You know what I mean?
Right,
There's always.
exactly. There's something you can find something. Have you just
So
moved the
why do
screen there?
people say it's sad though? Why do you think that's?
Because think
Why do
about what you're
people
watching,
say
right?
you're sad if you
Right,
watch
think
10
about
hours of YouTube a day?
how many people's watching us three just have a chat about other people. No relevance. That's what's sad about it, isn't it?
Not
How many
necessarily,
people?
because
That's what I mean. It's sad to some
how much
people.
head do they pay into it, or is it just background noise for a lot of people as well while they go about doing their shit? It's
See, that's what it is for me. Background noise, mostly just background noise for me. Like,
It helps
sometimes
if
you
people
get
have
involved in chats.
ADHD, so having that
Yeah.
noise in the background quiets my busy, noisy mind. Do you know what I mean? I need something.
Yeah.
I bet you a lot of people on here are the exact same.
Yeah. Well, you know,
Let me change your name. I'll put your picture on.
I like getting new people on, and it didn't happen for ages. Like we've had you tonight, right? And the other day we had Clint Brook. Remember Clint?
Clinton.
Clint's never been. I've never seen Clint on the panel. I know he has years ago, but he was on Jimbo the Bull.
Yeah, Jimbo come on. Jimbo's on for
I
a
got a
while.
ban for that. Like I did. I'm sure I got a ban for that. Like
why? What was said like about the sea?
it was all sorts. If you look back on it, because it's gone now. It's deleted. I can't even watch it.
Did you take it down, or did they take it down?
No, they took it down.
They normally it's normally still there. Or have you not tried it on your laptop?
It said medical disinformation, right? And it's not even on my
Right.
StreamYard now. It's not even in my
So
studio.
it was talking about the sea. It was talking about the sea.
Ah, right, okay.
But when
That's
I
what it
thought
was.
back,
Yeah, they're so
when I
thing
thought
about
back, there was like we were talking about Lord. We were talking
Yeah.
about loads of
No.
stuff.
Yeah. You and Jimbo were like I didn't get involved in that chat because I didn't really know much about it. It's the real world stuff. I'm not interested. Like
I know
It
it doesn't
wasn't a
happen in magic.
strike or an out like that, I don't even look at my emails now. Every video I do, every live I do now gets copyrighted straight away, like not monetized. I get all the emails.
I never ever go into my. I'm locked down my email address. If I ever lose me login to me, or if I ever get logged out of YouTube, my channel's gone. Like I can never go back in. Like I don't have my emails.
I'm like that, mate. I'm like that with passwords. Like I'm
I just
forever
didn't
like
remember them.
forgetting my
Like.
passwords and having to make a new password and shit.
That's me, Moon. That's me. That's exactly me.
Man.
I would give him under them, but I would give him under my passwords. But the next time we fall out, she delete my channel. Do you know what she falls out? Do you know what she does? She's a mod on my channel, right? And when we fall out, she blocks everybody on my channel. So I've got to go on my laptop and unblock like 500 people.
And what?
Like she unblocks half my channel.
Yep.
Half my channel.
Yep.
Madness, isn't it? Madness.
Shut up.
Fucking what you doing?
It's an inconvenience. It's either that or cut your clothes and stuff up. So
So is the Podref channel is that responsible for you too, like meeting up?
No, not really.
No, it's kind of another weird one.
What before that? Before that?
Groceries.
Before the Podref.
Yeah, before then.
Remember Taz? Remember Taz? Taz Groceries.
Wow.
Well, anyway,
groceries. What?
Blast for the
anyway, me and Amanda used to talk on Instagram and that, and then we kind of fell out. We blocked her and blocked me, and we fell out. And then that Taz Groceries was offering her a job in that. And I had a feeling that Taz Groceries who he was, and he turned out to be like a proper con person, like. And that's how me and Amanda started talking again. So fuck you, Taz Groceries, you prick.
I remember that name now. Didn't he say he was going to supply some water to somebody? What was it? A fight or something?
It was the 3D Fight Club, all the waters and that for the 3D Fight Club. It wasn't just that either.
I remember that.
No, it was 3D. It was a 3D Fight Club, the first 3D Fight Club.
So what was the proper story about him then? Was he a catfish, or did he go on panels? Or?
Pure cat. Pure catfish. He had any legs and that. Ronan was going to, Holden. He was going to do something and all that. I didn't know. He had no legs and that. Apparently, it was just a few. Then he come back, and I remember he come back around, and he was called. Can you remember Monday? Somewhere in America.
I can remember that he made the comeback.
Alaska. Something about Alaska. He was called, and it just the way he typed. I just had a feeling it was him, and then I said, "Yo,
yes, ma'am."
mom," and I said, "Your child." He's like, "He's never come back." Like, so I was like, "Come to."
Before I forget, right?
I just had a feeling like, "Yo."
Before I forget, right? Does anyone think Sean Wayne's back, or is it just something that I'm thinking, or is it out there and I'm being thick, or is Sean Wayne back in the chats?
I don't know. It's people saying he's back in the chats, but I can't remember the name they're saying he's using. I can't remember, but I don't know.
People were saying
Commode.
Baron, the voodoo guy. People keep saying it's him.
People saying it's Baron.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
I didn't know.
I watch a lot of
chat. I don't give a hoot.
I think it's commode or that Manx chair. You know, the chair in the commode.
Yeah. I don't like. To be fair, I don't think it's one of them. No, I don't think it is one of them. No.
Just watching chats. Fact saying Kevlar. I've never thought that but I don't know Kevlar, but he does come in here all the time.
I always get Kevlar and Kelvin mixed up. Always.
Kevlar's alright, but I don't think it's any of them now because Monk's chair and Monk's commode kind of flirt. Do you know what I mean?
So why are people saying that? Because he doesn't like they hate each other, don't they? Monk's man hate Sean Wayne, don't they? The older over there.
It's all that community in it. It's it's all that side of the community, this side of the community. It's all mixed. Instead of just being the community, it's this side, that side.
They all get very emotionally invested.
When I heard that rumour, I started watching how they were writing in chats and stuff, and I was thinking sometimes it was like Sean's, and other times it wasn't but.
I can see a good point about swearing because Sean hated swearing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And he wouldn't flirt with another one. He was they were giving hearts to each other and kisses. Do you know what I mean?
I wouldn't fraternise with it. I don't think so.
I don't think he is. I really don't think he is.
Well, he might be trying to throw us with that. You know what I mean? I know what you're saying.
How long can you remember to do that for though? To type, you know what I mean?
That's it. They always
fuck up. You are to the butt. People are trying to dedicate it. Look at that Jojo. Look at the ref. Look at
It doesn't bother me who anyone is in there. I'm not bothered. It doesn't bother us as long as they're not going at me.
Yeah, I just don't like anyone, so we're good.
Well, back in the day, when there was accounts that were just dead funny in that, and somebody used to take the piss, and you would die to know the world, wouldn't you? Be like, oh, who is it? I want to know who they are. But then when you found out, it was like, oh, I used to like not knowing who it was. You know what I mean?
Takes a load away from it, doesn't
it?
Yeah.
Have you ever? Here's a question for you, right, Amanda? Have you ever created an account just to go in on somebody, just to make not under a totally different name?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. In fact, I've done it to start on him. We've been arguing before. I've done. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have. I've got an account there. I've got an account that no one knows about. Right? I was giving you clues in the chat a few months ago. But I've got an account there. It's about 2-year-old, so no one's going to, when you say somebody new.
It's a new account.
First thing you do is the account is. So I've got one up on them there, and it's just we're dying to use it, me, Louise. Louise let me use that account, and I'm like, no, because I want to make it. You want to make it laugh, because. If you're coming in as a troll sort of trolley account, they're that clever. The people on here now, they just suss you straight out. You know what I mean? You've got to find a way of creeping in and getting in.
Put in the back, man. Who it is? Put in the back.
That's one of my favourite things, fact. When people come in, let's say something on like Bobby K's missing tooth or like they make up mad names. It's just so relevant to this community. The only community know what it is. I love that.
Yeah.
See, I'm thinking like I want to use this account. I want it to be a stay, you know, where I'm not using it all the time, and I'm getting my point over without causing too much shit, just to make me feel better. You know what I mean?
I think you just be the real you. And then on here you can just be like the nice guy. I mean, we've got we've got you, so
yes.
Sure you.
Yeah, everyone's got a dark side, haven't they?
We are.
No, Amanda hasn't.
What you go to? Who do you like watching, Amanda?
On this side of the community?
Out with the big channels, is there any that you like, you do like, and you go out your way to watch them? Or
there's none that I go out my way to watch. Not really. I love Smackhead Stacey's stuff. I would, and she puts out that I gander. And as far as lives in that, we've been going over to Beezy's quite a lot, haven't we? Over to kind of Beezy's and that. Been enjoying it in there. Quite a laugh in there.
Obviously, Moons too. Come on, Amanda. Obviously, Moons too.
That goes without saying.
But
Beezy's like because you're the co-host, so I don't know. It's starting to get bad rep.
So what's Beezy doing differently? What's Beezy doing different that he's getting 250 people in? Like, well, because he's got a good he lets anyone on, doesn't he?
That's what I was just going to say. Because he lets both sides on.
And it's just new and all. It's just new. It's just new, you know. When it's new, when it's new for a couple of years. Can you remember Fighting Trolls? Says people are all good for a couple of years, and then they drop off. Like I remember, like shuffling used to get 200 people in. Now they get like 70s in. You know, people just die off. People pick sides. People fall out. He isn't really on the side. He isn't really on the side, apart from when he fell out with Shuffling and Julian. But I think they kind of made up, didn't they? You know, was it them? They were questioning him about having the people on his panel and about his chat. Because one of the lives he did was chaotic. Like, it was chaotic. The chat was mental. The panel was mental.
Yeah, I think they're getting more wilder, like BZs. They're getting wilder around, but they're getting bigger. They're getting more numbers.
That one he did like was nuts. Then after that, it settled down a bit. Like, but it's because it's drama. It's drama.
You're a mod in there, Andy. Does he give you as a mod? Does he give you any like? What's his way of dealing like with shit? What's he saying now? What he can't have in his chat or he won't have, because he used to let anything go, didn't he? Really?
Yeah, I didn't. I just do what I think. Like, I just do what I think. If I think it needs deleting, it gets deleted. Like, if I think it needs timing out, I just time it out. I didn't block
on this. Any mods though, has he? He did for a while. He didn't have any. I remember.
He had a few. No, he had kind of few, and then he got rid of some. And he just kept like the hardcore ones. Like, obviously, he kept me. You know what I mean? Because I share his channel. I'm not sharing yours with the company panel. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's another channel from the past. Do you remember Mayhem TV? They're another bad one, Harry.
No, I just didn't like them.
Are you so with their sort of like an offspring from the Podref? Because I don't know, they were that much alike.
Oh, they were just wee tits.
Were they?
Aye, they were wee tits.
Yeah, you know everything about everything. Like I know now, mate. You was on Discord and all that, but why is Discord got such a bad name anyway on this? Why, when you mention Discord, is it seedy or people?
I've got no idea, man. I've got no idea. It's like people think, oh, you speak behind the scenes. So fuck. So what? It's like, what do you call him? Paddy Ward, who on about me, I had a private StreamYard with Shuffling and Union. So fuck. So what? I spoke for about half an hour. I spoke for about half an hour on a StreamYard, and then Lindsay jumped on and all on the StreamYard, so there was 4 of us on the StreamYard panel talking about things on YouTube. I wasn't licking anyone's off. I wasn't telling nobody's secrets. I was just saying what I didn't like, then explaining what was happening on their side and what they didn't like, and I just kind of just leave dead people over and
Are you
leave cancer
meaning
shots over
offline? Are you meaning offline here?
You are?
Like,
No,
are you
no,
meaning
no, no.
backstage?
Like I had like on a StreamYard like now, but without you going live. So I was talking them like now. Say you weren't live, the chat couldn't hear us or nothing. It was like a private StreamYard.
We could still keep talking, couldn't we?
Yeah, you can end your chat, you can end the live on your channel, but you can keep talking. When them started the
So, is that what you
StreamYard,
said? You were backstage with them and it wasn't
I
live.
was. I was backstage. I wasn't live. I don't know, half an hour. I didn't know how long it was. I can't remember. But we had a chat just about all this shit on this side, and then I was just talking to Shuffling about stuff around our way and that. You know what I mean? It wasn't like always about YouTube and that. And I don't know. The Paddy Ward said, "Oh yeah, he had a private StreamYard, and then you took the video down."
Still
Well, I did.
talking that.
But he was making it
I
out
don't
as though
know.
you were some sort of voice of the full community, and as if what you've put out, you've got
Exactly.
It's just weird. It's your
But
channel.
that's
You
what
put up what you
exactly. But like, it wasn't that either. It's because Gonzo and Julian had sorted out, and I didn't want any more embarrassment for Gonzo or anything like that. You know what I mean? Because he was, you know, I didn't take it down to
And
please
they
anybody.
made up. Gonzo was trying to have a laugh in the chat. Gonzo
Exactly.
was on the panel.
Gonzo was on the
Gonzo comes
panel.
on here not to talk about what he's been through. The guy's allowed to forget about it as well. Do you know? It's
But Paddy Ward didn't say that, like, and he had a gun. It was like, oh, here's, and I was like, well, what's that got to do with you? So fuck it. People's allowed to talk to people. Do you know what I mean? It's like all the talk behind the scenes are in groups. So what?
Yeah. So that's what I
We're
mean.
all
He was
adults.
trying. You have a
It's
chat with
nuts.
somebody offline. It means you're wrong and done it, or you're seedy. The way
Isn't it mental? Isn't it mental? I didn't care who talks to who, me. It doesn't bother us, like.
I don't care
It's
who's
not
behind what profile or.
exactly. That doesn't bother me exactly. If a new account, it doesn't bother us. It doesn't bother us who we are. You know, it's just
We're
I
all in
don't
here for a
know.
laugh at the end of the day, so
Exactly, people take it too serious. Like,
yeah. We've
and
got
all I
enough
was
shit going
trying
on
to
in our own lives.
obviously Shuffle and stop the stream because he was trying to sort me and Julian out to see what the crack was, you know, to sort the problem out. And I just took it as a time to tell them what I thought about what them were doing, and I didn't agree with something that other people were doing. I didn't agree with what them were doing. You know what I mean? I explained that to them. I just said, can we not just stop the dead people shouts and the cancer shouts, you know? And,
I've just had a look there. Exposing Fighters is on. He's got Zara B and somebody else. I can't see who it is though. Purple A. Who's that? A Purple A.
Who's it got on the panel?
Zara B and I can't read the name. Somebody, it's got a Purple A.
I'm not sure.
Big. Oh, let me have a look.
what are you looking on?
How do you change your name on here?
Can you see where your picture is on the left hand side? You'll have your name on the
Oh
bottom.
no, that is on that panel. On my screen's gone all blurry with the signal. I can't see who it is.
Oh, that's right, get it on.
I was going to say, you're better having a look at.
Zara and Alda.
Oh,
There you go.
Yeah. Is that what his name says? Or it's something
Big
else?
Alda.
What's his
Big
name
Alda.
on there? Big fella.
Big Alda. Big Alda. Fucking hell, man.
It's all fucking blurry.
You should have gone to Specsavers, man.
Why Big Alter? Like, what Alter's off his nut, isn't he?
Is that not
Mad
that
Alter,
UK dog faces man? Pal?
No, that's Ultra.
Right, same thing.
Yeah,
No, we don't get more names on the funnel.
There's only one time I ever got stuck backstage, right? And it was on Daryl's, and he ended the live.
Oh, I remember
And he left us backstage with Archie and fucking Mark Belfast for about 45 minutes. Oh, mate. You got there. You got there.
You got that there.
Remember
You
him?
got that there.
He turned out the wrong night, didn't he?
Who's that?
Mark Belfast, another one that had.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did you jump on that one, like King? Did you not get in there first with that one?
Which one?
Did you not get him first with Mark Belfast? Did you not clip him?
Nah, I never even spoke to him. Nah. No, sorry, did I clip him that behind on the
Yeah, when it all happened with Jimmy and that.
when he was
His
no, I
feedback.
got sent it. I got sent it this. I posted it, and I think 3 of us posted the same video. Like I got sent a copy. I got sent a clip to post, and I posted it. Like
Yeah, there was a couple of people that put it up, and you were one of them.
I think there's 3 or 4 of us put the same clip up. Like proof it was him, and then he still tried to deny it. Then he deleted his channel. Fucking idiot. But,
As well, man. What was your relationship with Tichy?
Mine.
Yeah, did you used to you talked on did you ever talk to him?
Aye. Yeah.
Like a phone call
Aye.
or on Instagram or whatever.
I think I had a couple of Instagram phone calls, and we had like a bit of a back to in chat in messages. I put all the messages up. I don't know if you've seen. I put all the messages up. He told us to, like he said, put this message up. So I've made a video. Put the messages up.
Yeah, I thought you were his
he told
go-to
him
man.
to, so everybody's
Well, I was.
you get blood in your hands and all that full of shite. He told
That
you
was
put
bad.
messages
That
up.
like.
People,
I can't believe people span that, King. People try to spin that when you put that out about him dying, right? They tried to. All you were doing, you were the main man for Tichy. Anything that Tichy did, you put out straight away. So when he died, what do you expect you to do?
Exactly. It's because I took the stuff down and I says R.I.P. Tichy, R.I.P. to nuts. Well, it's his family, you know what I mean? His sister was watching, his mother was watching. I took all the videos down.
And once again, you can post whatever you want and say whatever you want on your platform.
Yeah, exactly.
You can fuck off.
Exactly. So there you go. Yeah. But he was what he was like. We did fall out over it, like. Yeah, I used to get on with him, I used to like I said, I used to talk to him on Instagram, and he used to clip us all you want, And then I got a message off a woman saying, like, tell us a story, saying like it was a nonce, and she says like he raped us from, I don't want to say these words, like from when she was 13, she was 15, and she had 2 kids to him.
Yeah, so fuck him. He's in the mud. He's in the fucking mud.
Right, I was. So I was kind of, I don't want to be clipped, man. Shut up.
Sorry.
He was a bit of a sensation though. When he come on with Ballygirl and that, like he used to get loads of people following him when he used to do that cooking in his kitchen. It was funny as fuck.
Because people always thought he was like a character. They thought it was like that was an act. You know what I mean? I thought it was an act.
Yeah.
And then eventually I thought, Jesus Christ, this is not an act. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I was saying, like he's the woman, the girl who he had the babies to, got in touch with us, and she explained the story. Like, and I asked him, and he says, I says, well, I tell him, I says, this is exactly what you are. I tell him what he was. I didn't want to say these words on your channel, like, but I tell him exactly what he was, and he says, look, that wasn't what happened. That wasn't how it happened, and that's how I end up putting it out. After them 2 parts to it. That's how I end up putting it out, like, because
So when he died, you put it out there, didn't you? And like he done it before, though, hadn't he? A year before, hadn't he? Didn't somebody say he was dead or something? That's why people.
Every time someone got missing, take Woodsman hasn't been about for 3 or 4 months, so everyone's seeing the worst things now.
And Bobby Key, when he goes missing, we always wondered, is he dead or in jail?
Exactly. He's just got a new channel, and he looked out his old channel.
Bobby made a comeback the other day, though, didn't he? Straight into it with Bazza, offering Bazza out.
He didn't go now. He hasn't gone. He's got another channel. He's still been about. He just forgot his password. He's still been about. Just I've never seen him either, like. But I was subscribed, but didn't have the bell rung. You know what I mean?
So did you or not?
You what, mate?
Did you have his new channel then, or did you just think he'd gone?
No. I thought he'd gone, but I was subscribed to his new channel, but I didn't click the bell, so I didn't get notifications. And I very rarely go through. Do you know what I mean? If I scroll through like what I'm subscribed to, I'm looking for the red dot. You know what I mean? Or I'm going to lives, and it's But if I'm scrolling through my channels, I'm only going to the red dot. Looking for lives, I didn't really watch nothing else. Just live.
Yeah. It did. I mean, most people did believe it, like, because it come from you. You know what I mean? If you get that feeling, oh, it's the Northern King, it must be true. You know what I mean? Like, and then they try to twist it. You know what I mean?
I trolled them and I killed them and that. So there was only a couple of people saying that, like, there's only a couple of people saying that. But at first I was a little bit, you know what I mean? I was at first when people were saying I was a little bit, I was doesn't feel good. But then I just remember just what he was and what he done.
If you put something like that out, something like that out and it isn't true, like, you fucking
exactly. Yeah. But he was dirty, like.
He was annoying his feet, whatever.
Yeah, right, shut up, man.
Sorry, it's true.
Nice. Right. Stop saying that, man. Moon's monetized.
It doesn't matter, make any money. I think I'm actually minus this month. Probably cost me more. Probably taking money off me, I swear down.
I was talking to someone the other day.
The hassle, right, I went through to monetize. I don't know why I did it, right, because I'd never made about £100 off it, right, in 3 years, right. I'm thinking of it. The one reason was in case I had a short, that went viral and I made it some money. That's why I did it, I think. Because I remember when it was Sparky, wasn't it? It was Sparky just after I think it was just after then. I thought, I'm monetizing. Because if you get one like that, and he wasn't monetized, was he? But
he would have earned 10 grand or something, wouldn't he?
I know, but remember those stupid things. Oh, he's lost £500,000. He's lost 100 grand. You know what I mean? He could have had. But you reckon what? 10 grand?
It was 8 to 10 grand. 8 to 10 grand. That's what he was. 8 to 10 grand.
It's mad, isn't it? Because he doesn't even use that channel now. That Sparky Shack channel.
Well, exactly. So why would you? So that many subs, you wouldn't want to lose it, would you?
Is that why? Do you think?
I would imagine so. Like, did you not just put shorts over on it now?
I haven't seen anything with it from Sparky Shack. Like,
look at that. Some amount of virality.
Look at that Irish bacon and all. Look at that Irish bacon. He's got about 100 not subs. So you hit one viral video. He had about 7,000 before that. Then he hit one viral short and got 97,000 subs. But I mean, as long as he doesn't get any views, like, so the pointless, like.
He's an habitual liar, though, isn't he?
He thinks he's playing this game as a character. He's just a fucking tit.
Tell you what, I seen just earlier on. I did see the clip. I did see the thumbnail this morning, but I never read it right. Paul Venice, have you seen it?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah.
What do you think? Did you see what's his face? Ebenezer Greensplat's what he did about?
That's what I seen. That's what I seen. Ebenezer. I didn't. As there, Paul put something up like.
He hasn't put anything to react to that, but he put it up for he did put a short video this morning, but I never watched it. I just seen Ebenezer's.
Yeah. I watched a little bit of it, but I didn't know. I couldn't really,
So who do you agree with? Because they don't like each other, do they? He doesn't like Venice, like, does he?
Oh no, I like Ebenezer. I like Ebenezer. Ebenezer's what this community needs, man. That's where he needs someone who will put the videos out like that. You know what I mean? He hasn't got like me. There's certain things I want to do because obviously I come on your panel, So I don't want to get trolled.
I'd say the highlight of the week has got to be, and I'm going to find it and watch it again. It's got to be Scotty G and Paddy like at in the shed.
Yeah.
Paddy telling Scotty G off, absolute gold there.
He's going to stick his foot up his ass and move out.
You finally seen like Paddy, like everyone who goes in that shed, mate, is doomed, aren't they?
Oh, they are like it. But if you look, man, everyone that goes around Paddy
come out alive.
When he kicks Scotty, everybody goes, Scotty's a Freemason and all. Scotty's a Freemason.
He's got it bad, and he hates the Freemasons, doesn't he?
He's comedy gold.
He's
But,
comedy gold, like, but it's nuts, like.
Hey,
Yeah,
I need
he's-
to take the dog out. We jump off, guys.
Nice one, Amanda.
Right, speak to you. I've been chatting back in. Bye.
Yeah, man.
I bet.
Bye.
Right, let's have a look at this. And you people in the chat, tell us if you agree or you disagree. Hang on.
My name is Paul Venice. I am a recovering addict, I am a mental health survivor, and I am also a professional fighter. Like I said, I'm a professional fighter, and I've had some terrible news. You know, I've got a bad injury that could see me out for a long time, possibly put me out for good. You know, it depends on how treatment goes. They're a real tough pill to swallow, and I've been struggling. I've been really struggling to the point where I've been thinking about using. I've been thinking about leaving and locking myself away and doing stupid stuff. You know what? Let's just leave. You know what? Let's get on it. You know what? Let's have a line. It's my life. It's all I know. You know, fighting is what I've always been good at, and fighting has always paid the bills.
What do you think about that, then, mate? I like Venice, right? But I don't.
And get a new life.
Don't get invested like that. I just like him without knowing too much about him.
Yeah. I didn't mind Venice either. I didn't like him. I did not like him. I didn't mind him. You know what I mean? I didn't like his friend. Like, I didn't like his mate. But I didn't mind Venice. Like,
what do you think's going to happen there on the next? What's the next installment for DC? Like, you think he'll fight Decker? I think Decker will be too big to fight. I think he'll be too big of a celebrity when he gets out to even worry about DC.
Nah, I don't think he will be. Like, I don't think he will be. Did you see that video that someone? He's been on the news and that, hasn't he? He's been in the paper and that.
Yeah, he's been on the national news today. Good GB News or something. I haven't seen it. Like,
I couldn't give a fuck, mate. Like,
so how's he got on their radar though? Is he coming up for sentencing or something? He is, isn't he?
He's a court, isn't he? He's a court.
What, in the next few days to find out if he's how long he's getting in that? Like,
I think he's here now. I think. I'll check.
Yeah, I think I seem to remember. Is it the 12th of December? He was. Also, is it his trial? It's his trial, isn't it?
5 days ago, he admitted this. Paul Watson had missing posts. Had admitted posting regularly taking closely offensive comments into YouTube videos between.
He's been advised to admit it, hasn't he? Obviously, his lawyers said to him, you might as well plead guilty, because if you don't, the way it is, he'll probably just get longer, won't he?
He's getting sentenced in 6 days.
Naughty.
A few years.
Because he could swear, like people were saying from what I've seen, that what was on about him on the news, he could swear, like he could get him a lighter sentence, you know, if the eyes are on him, you know what I mean, or it could work the other way, but
yeah, exactly. I think he's gonna get shot at, like, it depends on what's happening, like, it's just I don't think he'll get shot at. I think he'll get a couple of years, like.
Well, let's face it, if he was getting sent 6 months ago, I think he would have probably got double what he gets now, the way it was going at the calm down.
Yeah.
Could
Oh,
work for him.
exactly.
Could work for him, that.
Did you sign that government petition to have another election for the debate in Parliament? Or whether they should have to discuss
Yeah,
in
I'd already
Parliament.
got that on the same day. Louise sent me it on the same day that I seen you put it out. How many did they get, like?
Yeah, it was 2.7 million or something. I think it's the highest ever.
So what, do they have to take notice of that, like?
Aye, if it gets over 100,000, they've got to discuss it in Parliament. That's all they've got to do. They're not obliged to do anything else. They're not obliged to have another vote. They're not obliged to vote on having another vote. They're just obliged to talk about, well, we've had this vote, we've had this polling, then it's up to where it goes from there. Like, it doesn't really mean anything at the minute, but it could, you know what I mean?
I'm just thinking there, we better stop talking about this, because this is the type of thing what we started with the other day, wasn't it? And then we just got carried away.
Aye.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. The one about the sea and like.
It's easy though to slip into it. Like, we started talking there, and I was just about to say something else and thinking, nah, that's okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Fucking mad, isn't it?
Yeah. You'll not be allowed to go to school no more. You'll get a strike, wouldn't you?
Oh, that school is a joke, like, innit? Have you seen them, mate? Have you seen the medical misinformation one? The 6 questions.
No, I don't think I've ever put
Like
medical
scenarios, like 3 people in a car. And
yeah. Oh, I think I have actually. I think I have.
You choose. You have multiple options, and they're impossible to get wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So now your thing will just come off itself, won't it? Because you've got to do that for it to come off.
February it goes. The warning.
1 second, mate. 1 second. I'm back now. What was that about again?
3 month the warning.
Aye, it lasts for 3 months. But if you don't, like, if you've done your course now, then it just comes off. But if you don't do your course, it stays on until you take your course. Then it'll come straight off. You know what I mean? After the 3 months. Like, I forgot a day, so I had one on mine for like 5 months or something. Why hasn't it come off?
Is that something new YouTube did, or has it always been like that?
That's new. It's a year or two old, I think. See, I've only ever been struck on my app. I think I've lost my channel, but I've lost a few channels. But I've never really been through strikes. It was just my channel got stuck. You know what I mean? Straight away, just stuck. Just no strikes, just took. So I didn't know much about it. Like, I've also had strikes that were repelled and won.
Well, Grandad Gavin in the chat there.
I've only ever been struck 3 times, copyright struck and all, like. 3 times.
What, not on the same channel, or? Yeah. Or
I've been struck. Yeah, I've been struck. They've gone. I've been struck twice on my channel now. Who struck us this time? I think the BKFC or something like. It wasn't a BKFC. It was one of them, but it wasn't them. It was the fighter that was fighting. He fucking must have put a word in the little prick.
Can you remember? A couple of months ago, I've been a few years ago actually. After one of the Danny Christie fights on the BKFC, Slim Reaper sent me the video straight after the fight. Right, he said, "Stick this on your channel now. Stick it on now, and you'll get loads of views." And I'd never done out like that before, right? So I just took it on, and I can remember I spelt his name wrong. I said, remember, I said Danny Christie versus some Scottish hero from years ago. Was it Robbie Black, or was it Robbie?
Roy McGregor.
It was. I said it was Robbie Burns, and it was
Robbie Burns.
Remember?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, got 10,000 views, right? Got 10,000 views. I remember you said, you beat me to it. I got a strike for that.
I think I got a strike for it now. I think I got a strike for military again. I strike for violence. I didn't know that. Nuts.
I
I got a
was like,
strike for it.
cheers for that slim rate, man. Thanks, one.
Aye. I got a strike for that.
I did have 2 strikes last year that I never told anyone in case somebody thought, right,
Exactly.
you need one
Oh,
more.
you
So
were sitting on 2. Oof. Best way like didn't you know, like my channel's fully clear at the minute, like. But there's people getting struck now, and because YouTube changed its rules and they're just updating, everything's still updating. So there's people getting strikes now and thinking, oh, there's someone grassing this, but it's not. It's just YouTube, you know. I think.
Well, that's it today. PP today said he has only just realised he had a strike, and he says it's off Masters. He only found out today.
Well, see, you know when Danny Dre struck everyone? I didn't know for about 5 days that I'd been struck because I was at my dad's on my phone. It doesn't tell you. You know what I mean? There's no way you know on your phone if you've been struck, is there?
No,
So I didn't know. You know what I mean?
Google, you have to go into the Google
Exactly.
Mail, and you said you never do. I never do.
I have my emails. I must have about, I don't know, 20,000 emails. Never looked at them.
Yeah.
But when I went home and I went on my laptop, I signed in on my laptop and I got a notification at the top. I had 5 or 6 videos of being struck. So I couldn't, 5 or 6, so I had four videos of being struck. I had 4 videos of being struck, so or 5 videos of being struck, I can't remember, whatever. So I appealed them. I couldn't post, but when I appealed them, I could put a community post up, so I could put a community post up saying, Danny J, if you don't fucking take these strikes down, I'm going to come and doorstep you. So he took all of them back except 1. He left 1 strike on my channel. And the rest he just put up his takedown request, so I had to take them down. While YouTube took them down, I didn't have to take them down. But
how did you do that? How did you correspond with him there through?
I've put a community post up. Put a community post up. Tag them in it.
Oh,
just
right.
saying if you don't take these strikes back, the instant my channel goes, every one of your social media channels will go and I'll be on your doorstep, more or less. And the next day I got a notification, or 2 days later I got a notification saying takedown requests. So I went on my laptop and he changed it from he took all the strikes back except 1 and he changed it to fucking takedown requests. Takedown notifications, so I had to take them down. Well, YouTube took them down, whatever. Deja vu.
So it was a bit of a give and take then.
Well, it was more like if he did fucking take them strikes back and I was my channel, I'm going to come and kick your cunt in. So he did. That's basically what it was. The fucking big puff.
Who's this Dark Army? Who's Dark Army? Do you know that is?
I don't know, mate. Oh, it's not Big Bars. Big Bars.
Is it? I thought.
I'm knowing your colours off and I was going to tell you something, I can't remember.
What you like?
I can't remember.
He's got a live on now. You're all targets now, it's called.
See, he was today. He was in someone's channel now. He was on someone's panel today, saying he was going to delete his channel. He's sick of the baby. He's going to delete his channel. His channel will be gone tomorrow. And now he's seen everyone's targets.
Yeah.
Still waiting for the Paul Bay, like.
Should we have a little look at exposing fighters, see what he's doing? So that's where they all are tonight, mate.
Yeah.
61 people in there. Not much, is
How many?
it, for a Saturday?
There's a few people live in there.
I've got McRae's live. Who's on there? Oh no, that's finished now. Yeah, hang on. Oh no, it's finished now. Did you see Anton jump on Generals earlier on?
I've seen a little bit, I think.
Jumped on him and JP. They were going at it for about 10 minutes, slagging each other off.
JP? Who's JP?
JP, the Irish fella. JPF.
Oh, John Paul. John Paul Fitzgerald. Right.
Yeah. They were going at it for a little bit.
Yeah. Stick Danny Fight on. Stick the Danny Fight on the yo-yo.
It's weird that, because it's not showing up that he's live, but he is. Okay. 3. There must be elsewhere because there's only 48 in here now.
Dunno.
Fucking not bad, like you always so.
Yeah,
think so.
you know
Think
what?
some
That's what I
figured,
wanted to
mate, but the guy's
clarify
a
actually.
fucking
The other
sausage.
day to the people in the chat, when I said I've got the dog's bone, I don't mean like the bone that the dog was eating. I mean the actual bone from the dog's corpse. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think a
Hey,
couple
you know
people
what
a bit
fucking-
confused.
You know when you said a dog's bone, I'm so used to trying to translate fucking Cockney rhyming slang. I thought you meant a phone. Dog's bone, a phone.
No, it's the actual bone of the dog's corpse. It wasn't like the bone it was eating or anything. You know what I mean?
You know what? Be up on here as well. Like it's like when you go into a chat, like I might come into a chat, and if no one's got like a real topic or no, just going on about people on YouTube, I'll just say I'll just be like, you know, that's garbage. Like they're not talking about no, not so. I get bored easy, me. So I'm just like that now. See you later. I'm not with all. It's just.
But you know what, Alta, can I just say one of the nicest things you've ever said? Like honestly, that really resonates a lot with me. That you said, listen, if I got called up and I was ever mean to you, I'm sorry, because that really does. There was only once, and I swear to God, it did bother me because I was like, listen, people were going,
Yeah.
that's not a real account. He's not a real person. I was like, nah, let him up. It's my mate. I vouch for it everywhere. And then when you turned on me, and I thought, oh, he must have been on the vodka or something. But you did it for a few days, and I thought, why? And you were caught in, drawn in
I
by the
remember that.
woman who was awful to me and my family. Do you know what I mean? But it's easily done, so I get it. If you're not here all the time, I get it. But I'm not. Now I'm not here.
Are you on the bevies tonight, mate?
I just had a couple of vodkas, to be fair. Yeah, I was off work. I was off work Thursday. I'm off on Monday, but yeah, they just been the first 2 vodkas I had tonight. It fucking took like a couple of hours to fucking get down me. You know, sometimes you start drinking, it's just not the
You're
same.
starting to feel
Yeah,
a bit nice now. Then it's starting to kick in.
No, I'm actually all right. I'm literally on my last one, so I'm not staying on long. But yeah, I'm just fucking chilling, mate.
Right, if you're on your last one, can we do a drinking game?
I don't know what you're thinking.
I don't do drinking games.
Yeah, stop it. Don't be such a fanny. Just say yeah and just pretend. So
Do you know what? I'm all right on half a bottle. Like, I'll drink a full bottle, but after half a bottle, if I've got any more, I have to buy half a bottle at a time. And it costs me more, because obviously if you buy a 70cl or a litre, it's a lot. It's cheaper the more you get. But if I get more, I feel like shit tomorrow, so I'll just get an half every time. I'm 42 now. I'm getting older. I mean,
Oh, babe, hang on. Can we do a test? Can you still do? I can say it. Oh yeah, I can still do that, but actually doing it kills me. Can you
Go on,
still
what do I do?
Like do a random 10 sit-ups?
Who's that in the car? The Donk? Garage Donk, who's that?
Yeah, he comes in Katsu, Garage Donk.
Never heard of him, like.
Probably just never really noticed his name, like.
Is that a type of music or something? Donk's a type of music, isn't it?
So the Garage, yeah.
And you put a donk on it, don't you?
Had a donk on it. That song's old, isn't it?
Abandon what?
10 sit-ups.
10 press-ups?
Sit-ups.
I don't do fucking exercise. You're mad.
Next, you'll be asking him to get his knob out on a live again.
What do you mean again?
Right, there's a few comments in the chat there from that chair. Monk's wrong. If you watch the chat, he's in there now, right? Look at the way he writes. Commode. Yeah, he's like. So they're definitely two different accounts, chair and commode, you're saying, yeah? two different people.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the two different accounts, but I don't know. I just
Because
interact with each other like the way I don't. Dirty cowards, maybe I.
Dirty cowards are being blackmailed, or both. I don't know. I think he's definitely about like Sean Wayne. Whether
No, like Sean, he's been right.
Okay, remember when they all got hold of that video, that screenshot of him with his forehead? That was on my panel.
I remember, he thinks that
because he always used to in the background before you brought him on. Like it was the first time he'd come on a panel, and he said he was going to but not that day, so it was still a bit of a shock. Like, but he when he had his camera on, he used to just put his thumb up, right?
Yeah.
And you see the top of his head, and I brought it on before he turned it off, and that's the screenshot they ran with even to this day.
Yeah.
That's where he gets appreciated from.
No, he's taking the piss. He's taking the piss. I would never do that. Come on, do a random, even if you're on the couch, whatever. I know you're lying down. Just sit up 10 times. Go on.
No, I'm sat up. I'm not lying down. I'm not doing exercise. The ex-missus she always used to say that I've got a bit of I'm not fat, I've got a little bit of a podgy belly and all that like. Why don't you do some sit-ups? I'm like, I'm not doing fucking sit-ups. Oh God.
Donk, right, what I'd like you to do is
I'm not gonna lie, right? Would anyone else be pissed off if, like, I think it's happened? It's happened. The fact I know that, so he's been there, right? But if someone look at exposing fighters' avatar, man, bro, that would piss me right off if that was my face, like on that, and someone was using it as their avatar all the time.
Yeah, well, he's arguing with him, isn't he? He's arguing with him, so why not?
It's like what they did to Fact. Did you see that? How quick they did that? They got it. Somebody like proper.
I've still never seen it.
They got his name, didn't they? A few months ago, they got Fact's name, Julian, and he got mad with them and jumped on their panel, Julian and Chuffs. I missed it. Right? But
I've never seen that.
But they got his name. He'd left his name on. His real name.
Right.
So from that. They got into his Facebook and they got a picture of him like pouting. He was on holiday. He was on holiday somewhere and he was pouting.
Just having a laugh.
It was funny.
I don't think he's bothered though, is he? I don't think he's bothered. Like,
nah, he wasn't, man. He's seen the funny side of it, but how quick they got it on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were just using it as their avatar within a few hours, man. They're fucking mad.
And you're quick on anyone there.
Public Enemy #1 in the chat now. Public Enemy. Mr. Real Man. Jim Smith.
Jim Smith.
Freak that's on the street. You know what I'm going to find? Do you think we should watch the Fighting Trolls? What time are we on now? That is never 5 to 11.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Oh, mate, I'll be going in a few minutes, man. I can't believe it's 5 to 11.
Floor, isn't it?
Jesus Christ. How long have we been on? 2 hours, 40 minutes. Yeah, man, time flies when you're having fun. Respect for Amanda coming on. Like, has she been wanting to come on for a while, or was it just like a
kind of drag her on? I kind of dragged her on, like. I sent her the link. I was like, how weird. She said, I feel shy.
It's good crack, though, isn't it, man? Going on panels is good crack, It keeps you. I do it because it just keeps your wits about you a bit, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not really one. Louise, before I met Louise, right, my longest phone call to anyone was about a minute. I hate phones. I wouldn't have big conversations until I met Louise, and then that went to like 3-hour calls, video calls.
Yeah. I mean, the man is on video calls while I'm on part of this panel sometimes, or while we're in chats and like, you know what I mean, we're on video calls. Just even
What's he saying here? What's going on here, Jimmy? Emma Cockerell, Scotty's getting grilled. Where's that? Emma Cockerell's live. Let's have a quick look, and but I will be going in a minute anyway, mate. I'll still be in the chats and that, but when I'm at my mum, and dad's, which today, just out of respect, I should. They go to bed later than me, to be honest.
Gangster grannies.
Yeah, proper man.
My dad's sitting watching the footy, the match of the day, having a couple of cans. I'm sitting in the conservatory drinking coffee. You know what I mean?
Quality,
the joint. It's like different generations of us.
Is he aware of your YouTube stardom and that, like?
Not really. Like not really. Yeah, I don't know. He knows I'm always on YouTube and that, like. That's when I get excited, you know, and I'm like, I'm like laughing, and he was laughing or whatever.
It's like, bloody hell, what are you talking to there? My dad's like, funny as.
Sometimes me and the man is on FaceTime, we're arguing, he gives us some dodgy looks, like, I'll be like, what are you doing? Or I'll be laughing or something, you know, and he's like, look at us, he'll be like, what are you doing? Or I'll walk around with just me earphone in there, like I was a Monday, like my phone in my pocket talking on Monday, like, who are you talking to? You know what I mean? He's like, who are you talking to? I'm like, I'm on the phone, Dad, I'm on the phone. Where is it?
That's what they're like, man, under the old folk is like.
He's getting on, man. He's we had a bad year last year, like, you know, and took us for them, like.
Yeah, funny though. Like cherish him,
See, before, like, he was like digging silly things all the time, and like you see it, like he didn't know where he was and he didn't know what he was doing. But now he's better most of the time, but he just still has your time. And I don't know, I didn't like Liam, but my sister lives closer than I do. Like, my dad lives in Newcastle. I live like the other side of Durham, you know. So if she's away, so it's easy for me to be here in case anything happens. Then get here if anything happens, you know. So I'll just stay here when she's away. She's been away for 3 weeks. You know. Been away for 3 weeks. I'm sick.
Respect, man. Just enjoy it, don't you? Go, man. Right, mate. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to play a song. I hope he's.
No bother, mate. Enjoy your night.
And I'll
see you in the
all.
chat.
I'll see you all in another chat.
See you later.
Respect, man. Respect. I can't believe it is 11 o'clock. 2 hours 44 minutes, man. It's been a good one, though. Respect, Amanda, for jumping on. It's always good, man, to have someone new on. Well,
I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Oh Lord, Can you feel it coming in the air tonight? Oh Lord, oh Lord. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, and I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord, can you feel it coming in the air tonight? Oh Lord, oh Lord.
That's technology, Randy. High quality technology. Fax has been waiting for ages with his hand ready to bop some drums, hasn't he? It's the extended version.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, and I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord, can you feel it coming?
Respect to the OG, Pollyanna. A little bit late for the party, Pollyanna, man. Just signing off for the night. But respect, man. OG there, Pollyanna.
Well, if you told me you were drowning, I would not lend a hand. I've seen your face before, my friend, but I don't know if you know who I am. Well, I was there and I saw what you did. I saw it with my own two eyes, so you could wipe off that grin. I know where you've been. It's all been a pack of lies. And I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, well, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord, I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, well, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life.
Does skateboarding as well, King. Used to do gymnastics as well, he was telling me.
How could I ever forget? It's the first time, the last time we ever met. But I know the reason why you keep your silence so. No, you for me, the hurt doesn't show, but the pain still grows. So stranger to you and me.
There she is tonight. Oh Lord, and I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord. Extended version, mate. By accident, it is a bit long. This means you have to listen to my heavy. The power of this microphone, Randy. Honestly, if a moth farted in here, you'd be able to hear it. I'll see you on the other side, peeps.